Sound to your mind.
Breathe. I stay quiet as I light on my loud light. Breathe. I balance diet, I'm just trying to get my pounds right. Breathe. I stay quiet as I light on my loud light. Breathe. I balance diet, I'm just trying to get my pounds right. Shouts all on my team, I need more than a mattress support. In my dreams, could grab a few Z's like I'm falling asleep, but I don't wanna wake for the morning. Grief, breathe. Tears drop to the form in the sea. I broke heart, but it's worn in my sleeve. Never listened, I was warned in my teens, but I still skipped school, I was taught in the streets. Ring back, don't call for police. Stand tall, don't fall for the beast. Got issues with trust, so I'm born to believe. We've been a victim of love and now we're caught in it deep. Breathe.
Yes, people, what's happening? What's happening? Welcome back to Gav Goes In. Got man like Fitz back on. What you saying, bro? You all good?
Yeah, man, same shit, different day, brother. You know the one, bro. But you telling me you good?
I'm all good, bro. All good, man. Busy day today. But yeah, man, all good. Obviously, looking forward to this Man United game against Bournemouth, and obviously this Chelsea all-time 11, man, which is going to be good as well. But yeah, no, other than that, man, obviously weather's been good, so just trying to obviously enjoy it while we can, man, innit? You know what I mean? So
trust me.
yeah. But no, it was literally just I literally stepped through the door, man, about not even 15 minutes ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I could just set this up and just jump straight on in it. But
fucking hell. Nah, but yeah, yo, Eid Mubarak to everyone that it fucking counts to, you know what I mean? Love to all of yous.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up with that. But listen, yeah, listen, I'm looking forward to this game. Obviously, Bournemouth. You know what it is? I don't think it will be easy. You know, I do think that I think Man United should win this game, you know, but something's telling me, man, it's, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if Bournemouth get a draw. But I think because Bournemouth are one of them teams, isn't it? But I do think that we should have enough, man, to beat them, no doubt, innit?
Yeah.
Clock Enders is back in there already, you know, with his usual nonsense. Yeah. Well. Yeah, Clock Enders, man. You guys got the win against Bayer Leverkusen. I thought it'd be a draw, but is what it is, isn't it? Like, I don't know how you guys are doing this, but it is what it is, man. But yeah, you guys are through. Sporting Lisbon, but you got Barca in your way, Atletico Madrid, who knows?
And all I'm gonna say is, yo, you see, a couple weeks back when I mentioned that if City don't go through against Real, they've got a lot more time on their hands, a lot fresher legs. This league's gonna be fucking a lot tighter. I know you man are already looking past Sporting, so let's be real. You're looking at least a minimum of 4 extra games more than City. It's gonna take it out of you. I'm telling you.
I'm not going to do no more talking, man. I'm just going to wait till this Carabao Cup final on Sunday. And guys, I am going to be doing a live watch along as well. So if there is any Arsenal fans and you guys have got the balls, women included, yeah, let me know. And if you want to jump on the stream and we'll do this live watch along. If you're not scared hiding. So but yeah, no, it should be a good game, man. But that'll be Arsenal's time to cook them on Sunday. Let's see what happens. But listen, we are going to do the Chelsea all-time 11. As you guys can see, yeah, it does say 1996 to 2026, but we are going to slightly change that. So we are going to go from 2003, because I think if we would have went from 1996, you know, I think it would have been a bit awkward to try and fit in so many different players. So
to be fair,
I've got my list. Go on, bro.
I was gonna say, just going from 96 to now, I feel like that there is way too much depth there, where like we're not gonna do them like the credit that they're due. You know what I mean? This way, at least we can go back and do a 90s to 02, because there's probably there definitely is 2 Chelsea squads between 90 to now. You know what I mean? So
100.
Let's be real, we'd be here till next week trying to argue who gets in up front if we did it from the 96 one, bro. There's no way we'd agree.
I agree, man. I agree. It is difficult, man. There is some top players that they've had, but I think it's only right that we do it from 2003, man. And pre Roman Abramovich, yeah, cheats. Don't worry about that, man. Big up to Babs One Diva as well for coming through. And guys, I said, yeah, we are going to do our Chelsea all-time 11, but we are going to do the Manchester United versus Bournemouth watch along as well. So yeah, the game will be on in the background, and let's hope, man, that we get the 3 points, man. And obviously the England squad's been chosen as well, and 35-man squad. I think a lot of the players that are there are not really a surprise, really. So we'll get into that kind of discussion as well with the players that have been chosen. And I'm telling you this now, man. I think come the tournament, I've just got a feeling, man, there's going to be a few shocks. But it's good to see Cobby back in there now anyway. So that's a positive. And obviously Maguire's there as well. But no Luke Shaw.
That was a bit of a surprise. Still, I'm not gonna lie. I did expect.
I was surprised. I was surprised. But you got Lewis Hall and you've got Nico O'Reilly. So in a sense, really, it's not really a surprise that Luke Shaw's not even there, because those two, you know, are betting him right now anyway. But yeah. But big up to Mamba. Big up to and I said Glockens already. So Mbuemo starting. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I didn't want to see him start, but I think Carrick's gonna ride this team sheet, man, this lineup until the wheels fall off, it looks like. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, you know what I mean? But guys, listen, we're gonna get into it anyway. Chelsea, I say all-time 11. I've got my list, Fitz has got his list, and again, we're gonna try and agree on what players should get in. And again, if it is 1-1, then obviously you guys in the chat, you might be the defining answer. So yeah, let us know. Bro, what formation are you thinking?
I'm not gonna lie, like I've even been thinking we should revisit the United one and go three at the back. Like it just every team's got so much more attacking options than defense, and like most of the anytime we're doing like a back four, it's only one of the fullbacks that really deserve to go in. So I'm thinking, because realistically, is there a right back that you can think that has to go in above some of the attacking players that they've got available to us here?
Bro, I'll be honest. That we can't go for it at the back.
I hear it, but is Ashley Cole that vital to the team? Can we not get 3 solid centre backs and then add the extra man up top? Do you feel? Because this is why I'm thinking we should go back and redo the United one. Because if we got rid of Evra and Raphael, yeah, we could put Varane in between Vidic and Rio, yeah, and then also add like a Zlatan up top or Berber up top, which is crazy work.
Yeah, I hear it.
You know what I mean? Because like for me, this if we do a back four here, the left back, we know it's Ashley Cole, Evra is the same kind of reason why we're going back four. But is that left back as like, because for me, in retrospect, I'd like to go back and take Evra out of the team just to get Varane and somebody else up top. So would the same not apply for Ashley Cole?
I mean, it's going to be harsh leaving Ashley Cole out, man, if I'm honest.
I hear it. But like I said, if we go with a back four, who's the who are the right back options? Let's just look at the right back options.
Bro, listen, let's not do that, man. I've got the right back sorted already.
Okay. Oh, all right. So I want to hear your argument.
The back, man. I'm thinking.
I want to hear your argument. So let's go for at the back then. All right. Let's do the what we did for the United then, innit? Where we've got 2 in the middle. So it's basically 4-2-3-1.
You don't do a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah. But obviously,
I was thinking 4-3-3. 4-2-3-1. Yeah.
One sec. Let me just.
It's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult.
Yeah.
Guys in the chat, what do you reckon for Chelsea? 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1?
Because they have got some serious depth in the middle, but there's a 10 that I've got written down here now that we're not going from 96 and Zola's not in the picture, there's a 10 here that I feel has to go in, bro. And I know you're not even thinking about it neither.
Well, the thing is, I think I am, but I'm not gonna say. We're gonna
We'll wait till we get there, but
Look, reckons 4-3-3 as well.
4-3-3. All right, let's go 4-3-3. I've been outvoted. Fuck it, let's go 4-3-3.
Because I had 4-3-3 in my head the whole time, innit?
Yeah. No, and to be fair, like I say, like centre mid, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 names written down there. Everywhere else, there's 1 or 2 names. You know what I mean? So it has got the most depth. So let's do it. Cause that one I was like I know the 2 if I'm going with a middle 2, but then there's 4 names that still like I don't feel right leaving them out. So this way at least works a bit better.
Let's debate them anyway.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 second. Let me just remove this. Cool. All right, guys, we're gonna go for the 4-3-3. Chelsea all-time 11. I think when it comes to in goal, I mean, there's some positions there that are just nailed on, isn't it? But
Yeah.
I think it's always good to go through the players that we have got in contention. I could only find, realistically, 2 keepers.
Yeah.
Like literally 2 keepers, yeah. Czech and Courtois. They're the only 2 I'm working with, really.
That's all
I can't think of anyone else. If there's any other goalkeepers,
there is Cudicini, but the only one close is Cudicini. That's it. And
but I just thought Cudicini, Czech, Courtois. There's no comparison in it. You know what I mean?
So, different worlds, bro. Different worlds.
That's what I'm saying.
Here's the dilemma, yeah. Because Courtois was great for Chelsea, but Czech was there longer and he's done more for them in the sense of the 15 goals conceded throughout a season. His record at Chelsea was second to none, really, in the league.
Yeah.
But Courtois.
Who would you actually say though is the better keeper between them 2? It's a good question. Who's the better keeper?
You know what? Prime Czech, I feel like people sleep on Prime Czech because people took the piss out of him when he started wearing the helmet thing. No one took him serious no more, bro. But he was serious. And bear in mind, bro, my man took a serious head injury to that's why he stuck with that. Because if I had my head bust open the way he got his head bust, I'm not taking risks again, bro. Trust me. I'm surprised I didn't see him in one of them American football helmet things, the whole grill on the front. I'd be going deep with it. Nah. But yeah, he was serious, man. He reminded me of because obviously at the time we had De Gea in it. And De Gea was like a scrawny kind of he just didn't fill out the net the way Czech did. You know what I mean? I feel like Czech was, and to be fair, weren't Czech there when we had Edwin as well?
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, I think he was.
What I'm saying, my one was there for time, bro. And when I remember watching Czech, thinking yo. He makes De Gea just look lanky, you know what I mean? There's nothing to him. Czech looked like a beast. He was imposing between the sticks. Same way when Courtois joined them, I felt like Courtois reminded me like a De Gea, proper lanky, scrawny type of. You know what I mean?
I thought when Czech came, I think Czech was he was a little bit similar to De Gea when he first came to the club, innit? In a sense where no one knew what to expect. You know, he was a bit frail. But I think with Czech, as soon as Czech got to grips with the Premier League, you know, and obviously part of that Mourinho team, he was clearly the best keeper in the league. You know what I mean? And what I liked about Czech, and just like what Van der Sar had as well, these guys are just calm goalkeepers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They just produce confidence around the squad, innit, kind of thing. So,
Yeah. And to be fair,
Hmm.
thinking about it, Courtois, when Courtois came and obviously took the fucking #1 spot from Czech, and Czech ended up going to Arsenal. By
Yeah.
that point, David De Gea was the best keeper in the Prem.
Yeah,
And
100%.
I don't recall Courtois dethroning De Gea. I know he got his deal
I
to
think
go
but the
Real,
only
but
reason for that is because he wasn't there long enough, innit? Because
yeah,
I actually think, yeah, that could have been an argument for him to do that.
yeah, no, 100% it would have. Because looking at what Courtois has done at Madrid and how
Yeah.
good he's become and how good he's been, 100%, I feel like he would have dethroned De Gea, but obviously because he didn't, we're talking Chelsea all-time 11.
Mm.
Can he really take Czech out of this team?
Nah,
At no point is Courtois the best in the league like Czech was, and when Czech was
yeah,
the best in the
I
league.
think the only thing we're possibly working with, yeah, if we're being honest, is that for as great as Courtois is, he wasn't really the level of what Czech was at Chelsea. That's it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, like he probably surpassed, or in fact, definitely surpassed Czech at Chelsea whilst in a Madrid shirt.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
And
he
again,
never did it in a
that's
Chelsea
mad to
shirt.
say that as well. That's actually mad to say that.
Yeah, 100%, because Czech
Yeah.
was a beast, but yeah, man, like
Mm.
he just didn't do it long enough in the Prem for me. Like Czech, I was arguing for Czech to go into Arsenal's team because of how good he was. You know what I mean? And the argument for him not going into there was because he did all that at Chelsea. So it's like he can't not go into the Chelsea team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm. No, I hear it, man. So yeah, I think it has to be Czech, really, in it. If we're honest, I think
Yeah.
Clock Enders is agreeing with that as well. Big up to Foxy Danny as well. Big up yourself. Yeah. So I think to be fair, we have to put Czech in, and I don't really think there's much of an argument. But in terms of who's the overall better keeper, I think you have to say, Courtois has probably surpassed him, which
Yeah. Which
says a lot, really, because Czech
yeah,
is
it's a big statement. It's a big
yeah.
statement. It's a big compliment to give to him as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear it. Right, let's move it on. Right backs. I mean, for me, it's a non-debate for me, man.
Mario Melchior all day long.
Bro, you know what? I didn't even put Melchior's name in there. I forgot about him. All right, Melchior, you get a mention. So Melchior was actually in the first team when I was there. Actually, funny enough.
Crazy.
Paulo Ferreira, Glenn Johnson, Branislav Ivanovic. But for me, it's got to be Reece James, man. Reece James for me. You know, I know he's out injured again, but you know, you've heard me say this plenty of times. He's the best right back in the world with Hakimi, no doubt. And
I hear it.
It's non-negotiable. Reece James, man, for right back for me.
Now I hear the argument because obviously, like at no other time were any of those other names potentially the best right back in the world, innit? But for what they've accomplished, like bear in mind what we get onto Arsenal fans about is their team and their players when they're saying best in the world, whatever. They ain't won nothing. What's Reece James won in his time at Chelsea, where he's actually been fit and competed like in the latter stages of things? Because I'm not actually it's a genuine question because I'm not actually too sure.
No, bro, I'll make you right. Yeah, I think the way that I look at it, though, yeah, is when I put players into an all-time 11, I look at the players that could go into a world 11 as well.
Yeah,
you see what I mean? Obviously, I know like Reece James has won a Club World Cup. He's won a Europa. He's won a Conference League. Hasn't won a league title, I don't think, has he?
I don't think so. I think they last one it was like 2017.
Yeah. So for me, and obviously someone's mentioned Azpilicueta, yeah. Azpilicueta is at left back. Obviously I think he played the majority. He's actually a right back, Azpilicueta, but He played the majority of his career for Chelsea at left back. So I'm going to put him down as a left back. But again, I think in terms of Reece James will get into a world 11. And if you're getting into a world 11, and you're just that good anyway, I know obviously Clockenders has said Ivanovic, I hear it. But Ivanovic, if we know as well, was actually a centre back. Ivanovic only played right back because obviously you had John Terry, Carvalho, Gallas, etc. And he wasn't a natural. He wasn't a natural right back, but still he was. He was a decent right back, to be fair. But I just can't pick anyone else but Reece James, man. Like,
no, I get it, and obviously, like looking, I've just pulled up what he's actually won, yeah, and obviously he's won a Champions League, Conference League, 2 Club World Cups. So it's like, his medals are there, you know what I mean? But like for me, it's like because I know his fitness has always been the big question with him. It's like, has he actually competed? Because I know when he's been out for quite lengths of time, you know what I mean? So it's like, has he actually competed in the latter state? Like that, for example, the Champions League, if all he's done is play group stage matches, for me, that medal's not earned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like if he's played quarters, potentially even one leg of the semis, then got injured and he's just missed the last 2 games. Yeah, he's done his part in it. But because I don't actually know, that's the only question I've got. But because I know, for example, Ivanovic at right back definitely won a lot of shit and was highly featured in their team sheet. You know what I mean? So it's like being a consistent winner week in, week out. That should come into the combo at least, in it. But realistically, in these, we're talking we've got man fully fit and at the peak of the levels, in it. And if that's the case, then I don't think we can really debate Reece James. You know what I mean? He's
I was thinking of another right back, to be fair, Jose Basingwa. Remember him?
Yeah, with the fucking monobrow.
Yeah. Basingwa I swear he come in did he come in under Thing's first season, Mourinho's first season? I can't remember.
I think it was early in there, innit? But the thing you see with him, the thing that always threw me, because obviously at right back there was Danny Alves. He always looked like a bootleg Alves to me.
Yeah, do you know what? I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
And that he just couldn't shake that from my perception, so I could never really take him too serious. Well,
I thought he was decent, but that's all I thought he was. Basingwa, you know what I mean? I don't think he's because the thing is with me, I haven't seen a right back. I don't think I've ever seen a right back ever at Chelsea with the quality of a Reece James. I think Reece James is that good, man, because Chelsea have never had a right back for me, or really a player in the attacking areas that I would say, apart from Hazard, that is genuinely a world-class player. You know what I mean?
Yo, to be fair, there's an argument to be had because I genuinely can't think of many right backs in the league. Obviously, Irwin was naturally a right back, so put him in the right back category, even though we know him as a left back. My man is probably the only person that I could argue was a world-class right back other than Reece James. This league's not had an abundance of sick right backs. We've had 1 or 2 left backs, and that's it. You know what I mean? Because bear in mind, we had Gareth Bale as a left back who was basically a left midfielder, but starting the game at left back in it, and he just kept getting forward in games when he was at Tottenham. And then obviously we had Evra, who was an actual solid left back, and Ashley Cole, who was probably the only one that we've had that's world class. Other than that, struggling for fullbacks in this league, bro.
Yeah,
and they were all left backs then. You know what I mean? So
you're right. I mean, if you're thinking of the actual world class ones, you're literally looking at Reece James, Ashley Cole, Patrice Evra.
Yeah. And I'd
Like,
throw
if
Irwin
you're
in there
talking
because
real
for
world
me,
class,
Irwin was world class.
yeah, Irwin was up there. But if
The
we're
only
talking about
only reason
modern era,
why, yeah. In the modern era, yeah, 100%,
yeah,
bro.
mm,
But that's the thing as well. Bear in mind, a lot of people, even of our era, don't really think of Irwin in that shout because back then there was so many quality fullbacks
yeah,
that Dennis Irwin didn't even get thought of because he was just an Irish defender that you know what I mean? Like no
mm,
one's ranking an Irish defender above these fucking Italian defenders and Brazilian defenders. Like it just wasn't happening, innit?
mm. But again, if you actually check it like this as well, yeah, the reason why someone like Irwin wasn't really getting rated like that as well is primarily because Owen was someone that just, as Roy Keane says, just did his job.
Yeah.
There was there was no PR about him. He just done his job to a high level. Whereas players now, they could be poor for like 75 minutes of the game, get an assist or do something, and all of a sudden everyone's just talking about them as them having a great game, innit? And
Yeah.
that's just a symptom of what this football in this era is, isn't it? But Dennis Owen was a top player, man. Like I haven't seen a better two-footed fullback in this league better than Dennis Owen.
To be fair, two-footed fullbacks, the only person that I could actually try and put in a category with him, Zanetti.
Philip Lahm.
Oh, Philip Lahm as well, yeah. Philip Lahm and Zanetti, that's it, them three, innit?
I was thinking Zambrotta as well. But I
Yeah,
don't think Zambrotta was that level, you know what I mean?
yeah. Nah, he was quality, but not on the same level as them three. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I agree.
He's that notch below, innit, Zambrotta.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, to be fair, Reece James, well, absolute like hands down, like because I know there'll be someone in the chat that will say fucking Trent, but not a chance does Trent
Bro,
become
Trent's nowhere near Reece James, man. Nowhere
That's
near
what I'm
him.
saying. Like it's
Like
it's
when
not even
people
a
try,
debate.
I remember, yeah, I had someone on the channel, yeah, ages ago, yeah, and he literally was looking me straight in the face, yeah. By the way, he's the same person that told me that Darwin Núñez was a better footballer than Joshua Zirkzee. The same person, yeah. And he told me that Trent clears Reece James. It's like, nah, he doesn't. What does Trent do better than Reece James? Reece James is stronger than him. He's quicker than him. He's better defensively than him. Attacking wise, like I'd have Reece James ahead of Trent attacking wise. There's nothing that Trent does better than Reece James. Nothing. And
Okay.
again, that just proves it with the England selection. Now, Tuchel doesn't even pick him. You know what I mean? So, yeah, he doesn't do nothing for me better than Reece James. No way. But yeah, listen, Reece James gets in there, man. I don't. It wasn't a difficult decision, if I'm honest. As I said, I think he's the best right back in the world with Hakimi. I don't think it's close. But again, he's got another injury, man. But let's hope. I think I heard it's not as serious as what people thought it was. Left backs. Wayne Bridge, Cesar Azpilicueta, Ashley Cole.
No Celestine Babayaro, no.
Boy, Babiaro. Wait, wasn't Babiaro?
He was there from beforehand, but I'm just gonna double check now. But I'm pretty sure he was still there the season that we're talking from. Let's double check.
What, 2003? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Him and Melchior was both there still, you get me? One second, let me just double check that.
Just watching this game now. Man.
Yeah, man, he was there till 2004, 2005 season, so he was there for a year or two.
Okay. I mean, to get Babiaro in there, boy.
Bro, I can't believe I just wasted time checking it. Like we're not talking about he's up against Ashley Cole, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah. Like Babiaro is just banter to me, man. To be honest with you, like we can't be getting Babiaro in there any day of the week.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie though. Yeah, you see, when I was a kid, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna lie. For some, like I loved Chelsea's back four. They had Melchior right back. They had Babayaro left back with Leboeuf and Desai in the middle. I loved it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like FIFA 99, I was buying them, man. I was buying all their defense, bro. Basically, fucking crazy. But yeah, I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Fucking hell. I might have liked the shirt or something. Yeah, Babayaro. I used to sign him all the time on FIFA, man.
Boy, Babayaro. I remember Babayaro, yeah.
He was rapid on FIFA. I'm not gonna lie though. He was fucking rapid.
Yeah, but I think that was more due to them taking the piss, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Any black man just put his pace. You know what I mean?
Yeah, standard. They had to make his overall fucking level out somehow, in it. When everything else is shit, you gotta just give him mad pace, and it just levels it out, doesn't it?
I hear it.
Yeah, nah. To be fair, bro, this one's it shouldn't have even taken this long. It's Ashley Cole, bro. Let's just
but I think as I said, when it comes to the fullbacks, man, like
I don't even think anyone else deserves a shout. At least at right back, like Ivanovic and man deserved a little convo. But left back with Ashley Cole in the equation, knowing how long he was there and the years that he was there, like how good he was during that. Nah,
what he won as well. I think he won like 4 FA Cups. Well, I think was there Champions League in there? I think there was Champions League in there.
Yeah, I think he was there when Di Matteo won the Champions League.
Yeah, he was. He was. Yeah, he was.
Like I say, my mom, he did everything with them in it. Obviously, fucking hell. For me, the only reason that you wouldn't put him in is if you're an Arsenal fan. You know what I mean? Just saltiness. But I think even Arsenal fans will say, yo, he was the best in the league, innit? Best left back the league's ever had.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's I think bias aside, you know, if you watched Ashley Cole, you just know that he was just a good left back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the only really left-footed left back that I'm even saying that can talk to Ashley Cole is Patrice Evra. He's the only one. I can't think in the history of the game any left back that can chat to Ashley Cole really, apart from Patrice Evra.
But yo, I'll go one better. I'll say, other than Real Madrid and AC Milan, there's no team where he wouldn't get in at left back at their all-time 11.
I agree.
Because there's literally only 3 left backs ahead of him.
Looking at Maldini, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and then at fucking Real, you've got Carlos and Marcelo. Like that, you can't. He's not making it ahead of them. But there's no other team on this planet where he doesn't get in at left back.
I agree, man. I agree. Clockender says, "What minute you on, Gav?" So I'm on the 13th minute, 25 seconds, 0-0.
I've just turned 13th now.
Yeah. 30. I mean, United are on the attack now. Ahmad's got the ball. Let me see what he does. Up against 2. The one thing I like about Ahmad, is that Ahmad just keeps the ball, man. Like, you know what? Dallow's been dispossessed a few times now.
Bro, I don't rate Dallo at all. I don't understand how this guy starts week in, week out. And I'm always seeing him. Why is he always in attacking positions ahead of fucking actual attacking players, bro?
Yeah. No, but the thing is, you see with Dallo, Dallo gets starts purely because he's one of the senior players at the club now, funny enough. And it's just one of them ones. Dallo's a passion merchant, you know what I mean? And that at the moment gets you games. This is what I'm trying to say.
When you've got Mazraoui in the same position, I don't understand how like Carrick is being blagged by it. You know what I mean? Like I can understand certain fans getting blagged by it, but nah, it shouldn't be happening. This.
United, Bruno just had a shot just now. Good little 1-2 with Mbeumo. Poor shot. Yeah. Over 10 corners in this one. Boy, I don't know about that, man. Did Desai ever go out to right back? Don't be silly, man. Desai at right back. Nah, man. Desai was a bona fide centre back, man.
but he was there at fucking 03, 04. So I am saying that
Was
he
he? Was he?
has.
Was he there?
Yep, that was the first thing I checked before the stream, bro. When I seen that we changed it,
Yeah.
first thing I googled Desai.
You know. You know what though? Yeah, this centre back. Let's move on to centre backs, yeah, because I want to bring up the list of names. 'Cause I don't think I had Desai in there, or did I? Yeah, I did. I did have him. So sorry. The centre backs I've got, yeah. Ricardo Carvalho, John Terry, William Gallas, Gary Cahill, Thiago Silva, Marcel Desailly. Yeah. Now, the one thing I want to say, yeah, is that everyone puts in John Terry. And I think I mean, to be fair, John Terry as an actual defender, to be fair, left foot, right foot, passing as well, you know, dominant in the air, leader, there for years, what he won. Like, don't get me wrong, he does have an argument to get in there. But I think a lot of people put John Terry in there because it's lazy, because he was the captain, and maybe it's just
He's
the
the first
easy
name
thing
they
to do.
associate with them. That's
Yeah.
why.
But what I would say, yeah, looking at the list of centre backs there, yeah, do you think that because are we if we're talking about the prime or how good they were, yeah,
He might
I
be
would
fourth,
argue, I
maybe
would
fifth.
argue, yeah, I would argue Thiago Silva and Ricardo Carvalho, when they were there, like have a right to be talked about as being as a starting centre backs.
Yeah.
You
This is
see
what
what
I'm
I
saying.
mean?
For me, in that list where you just mentioned there,
Yeah.
Desai is better. Yeah, Thiago
Mm.
Silva is better, and
Yeah.
Ricardo Carvalho is better. And to be fair, there's an argument, maybe even if we're just talking prime, Gallas.
Yeah. But this is
But
this is what I'm trying to say. Like it's one of
for
them
me,
things where
I didn't even write John Terry down. I'll be that real with you. I've got fucking. I tried to keep it where I've got the team there in it, and obviously I had a third name in mind. But even that it weren't a centre back. It was just so we didn't have to exclude him in midfield later on. But my two, I've got Carvalho and Desai.
I can see this see again, this is because I'm thinking Thiago Silva, yeah. But I'm trying to think, was Thiago Silva better at PSG or was
Yeah.
he the same level at Chelsea? That makes sense. You know what I mean? I think
Nah,
he was probably better at PSG than what he was at Chelsea.
yeah, and when he first came to Chelsea, I feel like he was still of the level, but he wasn't of that same PSG level for that long. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, but to be fair, with this starting at 03, obviously the same can be said with Desai as with fucking Sol Campbell and Patrick Vieira in the Arsenal one. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because it was towards the end of his time. But for me, Desai, he's got to go. He's got to go in. For me, Desai is not. He's not the same as the player I'm gonna say, but it's the same kind of passion for the position when it comes down to it. It's like when Stam's available for it, he has to go in. It's Stam. It's Desai, bro. Like
Yeah.
obviously, I know his best years were fucking mid to early night. Like fucking AC Milan Desai, but it's
Yeah.
fucking Desai, bro.
I know, I know, I know.
He's got to go, bro. He's got to go. And like for me, like that's why it would make it so much easier to go free at the back, because then we could go Silva, Desai, and Carvalho, and everyone's happy, and it's just a case of Ashley Cole's been harshly done by because, but to be fair, Reece James would have been
So
harshly.
I think Reece James has to be there for me, and I'm thinking, yeah, I don't want to play free at the back, so Reece James is playing wing back, and then because
Yeah.
I think it means that we're gonna because I
Nah,
think
because to be fair,
the
the only
midfield is
only
gonna be
way if
difficult.
we went free at the back, we'd still end up playing actual wing backs, where it'd be Ashley Cole and Reece James. You know what I mean? So we'd lose our wide players there later on,
Yeah,
or
listen,
we'd be sacrificing central mids. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it can't be done. Like, for me, Carvalho, I feel has to go in because bear in mind, everyone bigs up John Terry. For me, Carvalho carried that partnership.
But bro, you know what? This is what I was just gonna say to you just now. Yeah, is it a case where people just have John Terry on their lips because he was that good, or did Carvalho make him look better?
Carvalho made him look better, but this is the thing, though. It could be this, could be said the same with the whole Rio and Vidic, because Rio was such an actual baller. Vidic could be a bit more of a thug, you know what I mean, and just be a bit more reckless out there. So John Terry could, like, because he had the Rolls Royce next to him, he could just be a bit more of a wild card, essentially, in it. But for me, the Rio Vidic thing worked well because I personally think Vidic was a better defender than John Terry. You know what I mean? Like he could be a bit more of a thug and a bit more aggressive and that, but actually when it come down to it, he was a better defender anyway than Terry. So him putting a bit more aggression into his game, if anything, probably just elevated him more, you know what I mean? But because John Terry weren't quite on that same level, him showing the aggression and whatnot led to fucking racial abuse and that, you know what I mean? It's different levels. Like my man's not, for me, he's not even in the combo. Like when we go down to, like, if we do it England all time, he's not in that conversation, bro. You know what I mean?
No, but the thing is, you know what it is now. Yeah, the reason I like these conversations, is because when you're naturally doing a Chelsea 11, I can guarantee you the majority of people will just put John Terry in there.
Oh yeah, John Terry, Frank Lampard are always in no matter what. And for me, they're not neither of them going.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you right now, neither one of them get in my team. And again, John Terry was good, but what's Dallo doing? What's this guy doing? This Dallo, what's he doing? One sec. Bruno lost the ball again. Big up to clock enders. Yeah, listen, that Rayan had a good strike, man. That's a goal. Oh, good diff. I missed it. Yeah, madness. Yeah, sorry, bro. But as I said, like, I think John Terry was actually a good defender, but if we're comparing, like, Desailly's Desailly, as you said, and there's no argument that Desailly gets in there. But then you're battling between, for me, Carvalho, Terry, and Thiago Silva. If Thiago Silva, if his best years were probably at PSG, AC Milan, let's say, actually, his best years were at AC Milan, then obviously went to PSG. That means, for me, if we're being honest, because you got man like Alex as well, but he don't get in there, That means, for me, you're looking at between Carvalho and Terry. Now, the general consensus will be that Terry was better than Carvalho, but what's that based on? That's just based on English hype. You know what I mean?
Media spin. Let's be real.
Yeah.
When you've got an England centre back next to a Portugal centre back, who do you think the English press is gonna gravitate to?
Of course, yeah, of course.
Like I say, we've got Sir Andrew Cole in the punditry position tonight. You get me? Bro, I'm not falling for none of this media shit, and I've not done it since I was about 5 or 6. You get me? Like,
you think Cole is gonna toe the part in line, though?
No, but this is what I'm saying. Because this is the thing. Like, when you watch him do interviews and that, my man will tell guys there's no real number 9s out there anymore.
You know what? Yeah, I just remembered the thing you sent me. Yeah.
Oh, going through all the strikers.
Bro, I was crying. Yeah. But you know why I was crying? Yeah, because he was just telling the truth. Like, it's not like he was thinking. Yeah. Oh, unlucky Ahmad. It's not like he was thinking, He just generally said, nah. Like, he just didn't care.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. My man, like, how many people you see doing them, and man will be like, oh, yeah, it's so-and-so. It's this, that. You try and give him props. Coley was just stood there like, are you serious? You get me? Like, Bro, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. My man, like, yo, this will be the first and last time we see him do punditry for a while. I tell you that much. I tell you that much.
You know why? Yeah, because the thing is, yeah, I just want them to say something wrong, yeah, and I want to see his response because he'll
Bro,
tell you everything.
yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking, I'm telling you though, man, my man does not care. Like I've seen so many interviews of him, and where he'll just tell man straight, like the amount of
yeah,
times, like, kind of, you even see players where they're like, oh yeah, it's in the past that da 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 da. I seen him recently, like last few months, re go over the Sheringham beef in it. It's like, yeah, it's
yeah.
my England debut. He didn't shake my hand from there. I'm like, you're a prick. Like,
But
yo,
bro, listen, it don't surprise me because, like I say, like I've met Sheringham, you know what I mean, and
yeah,
I can just see that. And when I found that out, it didn't surprise me one bit that those two didn't get on because just knowing both of the characters, you know what I mean. But
yeah.
yeah, listen, man, I got time for Coleman because I got time for anyone, yeah, that doesn't want to follow the general consensus. And that little thing there when they're asking about these players, and he's just like, nah, like not one player, you know. He just said, and he's being honest, you know what I mean. So I got time for that, man. I got
That's
time for
standard.
that. But anyway, let's get them in. So are we definitely saying Desai, yeah?
Yeah, he's got to, bro. It's
Cool.
Desai.
Yeah. And again, many people are thinking, how you getting Desai in there? Yeah. Let me tell you now, yeah. Desai at AC Milan. This is a guy that played defensive midfield as well, yeah. An absolute beast. You know what I mean? What's this fucking Dallo doing, man? This guy's just shooting from anywhere. This guy thinks he's Danny Alves, you know what I mean?
But you see this whole like having a ball playing defender.
Yeah.
I'm 99% certain that Desai was the first in the Prem like that. Cause there was a few man that was decent and could play a pass forward. Like Pally could play a pass, you know what I mean, but not to
Mm,
Desai's level. You know what
mm.
I mean? Like Desai, to be fair, I'm actually gonna go back and check that out and just try and just check out and see if there was any real proper ball playing centre back before
No, to
Desai
be fair,
came.
you could be right, man, because I would love to know, yeah, like who was the actual genuine. Because I think if we're looking at Pep when Pep come to the league, yeah, I think that's a good insight to see because I think Pep would have been the first team, the first manager that would have played with like ball playing centre backs, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. That we
So I
that
don't
we
think there was
recognize as that.
any. Say again?
Well, that we recognize as it because realistically, like
Yeah,
if you deep it, Rio was a ball playing centre back,
he was, yeah.
but he wasn't classed as that back then because the position wasn't that wasn't even a role. That was
Yeah,
just you're
he
gonna
was
do
just
the
something
guy.
a bit different. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I
Mm.
don't feel like any centre backs were even
Bro,
allowed to do that because
Ledley
if you
King
was
as well. Ledley King.
yeah, because that's what I'm saying. In the past, I feel like before Desai was a centre back in the Prem, players like
Mm,
that coming through academies would have been pushed into midfield. You know
mm.
what I mean? Because if their strongest ability was passing and staying on the ball, like they'd have been pushed more into centre mid. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But the fact that these men were like just seen as out and out centre backs,
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Desai probably did play a massive part in that. Because bear in mind, when Desai was a defensive midfielder, they didn't even call it defensive midfield.
Yeah.
You know what
Agree.
I mean? Like that whole title came about years later with Makalele. Right? And
Mm.
before they even called it defensive midfield, it was fucking the
Makaleli was
Makalele role in it.
yeah, yeah.
Man didn't even have a real
I
name.
remember there was I swear they asked Zidane. I could have sworn there was an interview. They asked Zidane who's the most important player at Real Madrid, and he
Yeah.
just said straight up Makaleli. That's literally what he
Mhm.
said. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he was the engine and he was the middle of absolutely everything.
Yeah. Agree.
Fucking like I say, they actually created a whole role just to accommodate him. But like
Mm.
Desai, he was just playing central midfield, but he had the more defensive duties. He was the keen role in it to put it to a
Mm.
United equation because obviously you had Scholes that it could get forward more, and then you had Keno who might get forward occasionally, but his main role was defensive duties, isn't it?
Yeah.
But, yeah, man. Like for me, Desai, absolutely.
That's how he goes in. So we're saying literally between, because I think we might have to rule out Thiago Silva, because as I said, Thiago Silva deserves a mention, but I think Thiago Silva was probably better at AC and in his prime as well, and PSG. So I'm looking at Carvalho or Terry, and I think Carvalho gets underrated because, as we said, if you got England's captain and then you've got a Portuguese man, the media are going to tell you it's the England captain, but I think Carvalho made Terry look better, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, 100%. But if we're actually going off, it's Carvalho or someone. For me, fuck that. It'd be fucking he wasn't there. He'd left by then. I was gonna say LeBeuf, bro.
Oh, Frank LeBeuf. Yeah, but wait, wasn't he the same period as Desai, wasn't he?
Yeah. But he left before that, innit? He left, bro. So obviously.
So what are we saying? We're saying Carvalho then?
Yeah, it's gotta be, bro. It's gotta be.
Yeah, I'm happy to put Ricardo Carvalho in there because I think Carvalho was instrumental. You know what I mean, for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Ricardo Carvalho. Let's put his nationality, Portuguese. So yeah, Ricardo Carvalho at centre back with Desai. I'm happy with that. Let's go through the chat. Prepare for Sunday, boys. Get them receipts ironed. Listen, live watch along, man. Carabao Cup final. And you know what? This for me, this Carabao Cup final, you know, if you guys haven't seen my video from earlier, man, this is gonna from yesterday. This for me is gonna be what's gonna go down in the Premier League season. Because I think if Man City win this Carabao Cup, I'm looking at them catching Arsenal. That's how big this game is. Because I think Arsenal, if they was to lose this game, I think we're gonna see a change. That's what I believe. You know what I mean? Because again, they've got Bournemouth next league game, which won't be easy. They're at home, obviously, Arsenal. They won't be easy. And then they've got City, and then City got game in hand. So, but this Carabao Cup could dent their confidence. But I think if we're being honest, I think Arsenal are probably going to be the slight favourites for this game, and they'll be going into this game more confident. So, yeah, let's see what happens. Clockenders is nervous. I hear it. You should be.
Well, let's put it this way: them Arsenal fans are going to be more nervous than we are about this shit, anyway.
Yeah, listen, I'll be relaxing, man. I'll be relaxing. Hopefully, we can get the 3 points tonight, man, and we'll be even more better. But yeah, man. Go on, Ahmad. Ahmad's free. 1 sec. Good play. Kunya, play him. Good play. Ahmad gone. Oh, poor touch, Ahmad. Poor touch. Hey, bro, this Dallow's on drugs. What's he doing? What's this Dallow doing? Go on, Casemiro. Good block. Play Kobe. Casemiro. Play some decent football. Go. That's a goal. Oh, good save. Bruno almost scored that off the line. Be fair, decent bit of play there. Bruno had a shot or cleared off the line. Anybody so long as you don't rate that clown Jason Cundy, he's an idiot. Bro, listen, you see guys like that, Jason Cundy, they're part of what's wrong with football. I mean,
yo, to be fair, let's just take a moment on that, car. This whole Neymar thing yeah, we need to chat about
Has
that.
he had his say on Neymar as well?
Yeah,
I've not heard it. I've not heard it.
I seen a clip earlier with him and I think it was Jamie O'Hara, and Jamie O'Hara was basically saying Neymar fucking was the third best player in the world at one time, basically admitting that he was only held back by Messi and Ronaldo,
Oh,
innit?
what? O'Hara said that, yeah?
Yeah, and then
Okay, you
basically,
know what? Respect then, respect. So I
yeah.
thought you were saying, yeah.
No, because like my man's saying Neymar was the third best player in the world at one time, and Kundi's giving it he's a YouTube player. You got baffled by tricks and flicks, and O'Hara's defending it still. So I've got to give it to O'Hara. But yeah, that Kundi's an absolute nail, mate, from what I seen today.
Bro, let's just get
nail.
into this quickly, yeah, because you know what it is, yeah. This is the biggest problem. It's like you're getting guys, yeah, that literally have no ability, and they're the ones that are trying to tell other people who and who's not a player. Like this is how embarrassing it is, yeah. Jason Cundy was a hatchet man of a player. He was shit, yeah. But yet he's deciding that Neymar was a YouTube player because Neymar has so much more ability than he'll ever have. And again, man, like when you're getting people that are discussing someone like a Neymar, it just tells you that these guys really don't understand the kind of player Neymar was, you know, because the fact that he's saying he's a YouTube player, yeah, what does that even mean? It's like, what, because he does tricks and flicks and that he's a YouTube player? How about like that's just the kind of player that he is, the kind of star that he is? Not everyone's gonna be a you know, run of the mill, someone that's just gonna run through brick wall kind of player. You know what I mean? So the fact that he's even saying Neymar wasn't that, like Neymar would have won pure Ballon d'Ors if he wasn't in the era of Messi and Ronaldo anyway. You know what I mean?
Bro, thing is for me, yeah, the thing that gets me when man starts saying shit like that about a player that's got that kind of flair and the kind of ability to do things on a pitch that we very rarely ever see. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, you've got to put Neymar in a bracket with only at less than a handful of people. To me, there's only Dino and a Kotchot that even come close.
Yeah.
You get me? Because these men had that much flair, had like just every game you were seeing like something that you'd never seen on a pitch before with them. You get me? And Neymar falls into that bracket. You get me? So if man like fucking Kundi's saying, he's a YouTube player. What did he think of Dino? What did he think of Okocha? This guy's opinion is absolute dog shit to me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But bro, you know the thing is as well though, yeah. I think we have to be careful because the fact that you had the likes of Roy Keane, Gary Neville, and Rooney the other day, yeah. Part of me thinks that these people are just doing it for clickbait because they probably know what's trending at the moment, yeah. So he probably doesn't even think that Neymar is a YouTube baller. He just knows that by him saying that, it's going to give traction. So obviously we're discussing it right now. You know what I mean? Because no idiot can actually think that. You know what I mean? And again, the bigger thing that I look at, yeah, is that when you're getting English pundits, yeah, that are telling you about someone like Neymar, don't even take it seriously because the way these guys see the game is part of the problem. Because these are the same guys that will tell you, yeah, that Declan Rice, is one of the best midfielders in the world. These are the kind of guys that will say that. And the thing is, when they think that, yeah, why they think, let's say, for instance, Declan Rice is the best in the world, it's only because Declan Rice runs around. That's it. Because they can't tell you that Declan Rice is world class because he has world class footballing ability. You see what I mean? So these English pundits, they only see the game one way.
And
so
you know
whenever
what?
they talk about someone like Neymar, you're not gonna take them seriously.
No, 100. And you see with these fucking English pundits as well, yeah. Like two points to make. First off, on the Neymar thing, let's be 100% transparent on this. These men have only ever seen certain matches. Like when he was at Barca, they might have seen him in an El Clasico, but they've not watched him week in, week out for a season or two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't actually know what his game's about. The joke is, my man saying he's a YouTube player. Why is that? Because all you've ever done is watch him on YouTube.
YouTube.
Because you don't
Yeah.
actually watch ball like that.
Mm.
Bro, my man's had a whole career. What you talking about? He's a YouTube player. His career consists of PSG when they were a Galacticos type club, yeah, and fucking Barcelona in one of their strongest iterations, MSN. He's one of the initials in the strongest front three of all time. Are you gonna, you know what I mean? These man I can't take serious. And then the second point, especially why I can't take them serious, every single one of these pundits, and I'll even extend it to man like Henri, all these man really do want to be managers or coaches because they've all tried it.
Bro, there's a
You get
reason why
me?
they're all in the studio. There's a reason why they're all
Exactly,
in the
because
studio.
bro,
Shit.
they're all they all want to still be part of the game, yeah, but they prefer to be coaches or managers. They can't do that. Punditry is all they've got. Don't tell me there's not a hint of bitterness around every single one of them, because it
100.
definitely is. You know what I mean? Only pundits, like for the joke, you don't see Andy Cole week in, week out. The fact that he's turned up to do this, it's because he fancied doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you might get a glimpse of that, like when Evra popped up. My mum popped up and he's not been about since. You get me? Because my mum just keeps it real. You know what I mean?
These guys are trying to stay relevant. That's what it is.
Exactly. These men just what
shit. That's how they stay relevant.
Yeah, they want to stay part of the game, current, like in conversation and all that. Like, bro, these man, they're desperate to be coaches or managers and be actually impacting the game. And because they can't, there's gonna be a hint of bitterness there. So you're always gonna have like, this is why you think Roy Keane can't give any props to Michael Carrick, because he was at United longer and whatever, and then bam, he was the captain there, and this, that, and the next, and then he's thinking, right,
Took his number as well.
Yeah, this guy has done everything that I should have done. You know what I mean? Like the fuck, Roy Keane. Don't tell me Roy Keane's not gonna feel bitter. And I love Keane. Keane is still to this day when I talk about what I want in a captain, it's Roy Keane. You get me? But as a pundit, I don't want Roy Keane at all. Like, to me, he's a meme or a banter clip guy. You get me?
Bro.
Someone that you clip up to catch joke at. You don't take him serious.
Bro, the thing is as well, yeah. What people don't actually deep, yeah, is that you have to separate the pundit from the player. Yeah. As a player, he was a great Man United captain, and he was a top player, yeah. As a pundit, yeah, he's one of the worst pundits out there. And how you know he's a bad pundit, yeah, is because Roy Keane never tells you, yeah, about anything tactical or technical about the game. He just says the same old nonsense that a lot of these English people peddle, yeah. Oh, he doesn't want it enough. He doesn't run, you know, just play it simple. He uses all these buzzwords, yeah. And then because the way he says it, yeah, people just laugh. Or they'll be like, oh, that's Keno again. And then he gets a pass. But I would love to see someone just pull it on Roy Keane and say, all right, Roy, what would you do differently then? There's no answer because Roy Keane doesn't know what's going on. Like, Roy Keane doesn't probably even know, yeah, who half of these players coming through the game now. I'm telling you, he ain't got a clue, Roy Keane. Roy Keane's just on it, yeah, because let's face it, yeah. Roy Keane's just on there because he's just blunt. That's it. Yeah. And the English media think because he's blunt, like he's someone that you don't want to get on the wrong side of. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Like, he couldn't be blunt to Vieira. Vieira will slap him up. Simple. It's that simple. You know what I mean? Like, and this is what I can't stand. When you're getting, like, one of them said yesterday about Mo Salah. Bro, you're mentioning Mo Salah with Neymar. Like, it don't make sense. Like, Mo Salah's not even better than Riyad Mahrez. But yet you're mentioning Salah next to Neymar. And again, I don't even like take offense to it, yeah, because these guys just don't know what they're talking about. Because they probably look at Salah, yeah, and because the English league is hyped around the world, well, not even around the world, yeah, it's hyped by English people or British people, yeah. That because Neymar hasn't played it, It's just that because Salah gets goals, it's instantly Salah's on Neymar's level. It's like if you watch football, you just know he's not. You know what I mean?
don't even think it's that, bro. Like again,
Mm.
it's conspiracy theory time. It's because they know that this league has fallen that far down that now they've got to try and create narratives to make
Yeah.
it seem like players in this league compete with some of the best players of the
Yeah, that's
generation
exactly
or
what
of
it
the
is.
time.
Exactly what it is.
Yo, Bruno doesn't come into conversations with Thierry Henry, so why am I seeing things on TV where he's on a board about fucking assists and Thierry Henry's at the top of it? Like, why are we even trying to make people think that they're even in the same world? Because it's not a thing.
Bro,
You
because
know
it's
what I
all
mean?
about building narratives, and this is why, yeah, this is why having a channel, yeah, and obviously speaking to yourself, this is why we won't be fooled because a lot of people out there, yeah, they're getting fooled by Sky Sports and that, and all these little things they do. Even if you look at the start of the season, what was the first thing they showed? Man United's game. It was showing Bruno's goals and assists from last season. Like we didn't just finish fucking 16th or 17th. Why do we
Yeah.
care about that? The guy was shit. I watched all the games. But yet, because he got a couple of GA, it's like, let's hype that up. And again, Sky Sports peddle out this nonsense because they want you to believe that Bruno is this top player. Never going to happen on there. I'd fight this to my last breath, bro. You can't make me believe he's a top player because I've seen too many good players, just like yourself. And again, like, he's someone that is in the media all the time. As we said earlier today, what were they showing? He's above Messi for goals and 100 goals and assists or something like that. Why the
First to
hell have we
100
got to
goals
know
and
that?
100
Why?
assists.
But why do we care about that? Why not put up the trophies? How about that?
Yeah, no. Standard.
Like these people are idiots, man, honestly.
Like in the
People are idiots.
319 games that Bruno's had and the 330 whatever it was that Messi's had. Let's compare medals in those fucking games, innit?
They're
Like
not gonna
that's
do that
all
though,
I
are
give
they?
a shit about.
Yeah.
They don't want to do that. They don't want to have that convo though, because that spoils the narrative. That
Yep.
exposes it. It's
They're all
fucking
peddling
like I say,
this same bollocks, man. That's what they're doing. They're peddling the same
100%.
nonsense. Like, why do
Like
we
I
need to
say,
know that Bruno's got that? Why? See what I
yo,
mean?
it's the exact same thing with the Cole Shearer thing. Look at the medals that their man were winning and attaining at the times. Yeah,
Mm.
Alan Shearer won 1 Premier League title in the 90s. Andy Cole won 4.
But yeah, we're
Why?
meant to
Why?
believe that Alan Shearer is better than Andy Cole because he's
You
got the
get me?
record.
And
Not to
them
mention
times,
Shearer never left his country as well. You know what I mean?
trust me. And these times, what was the formation throughout England in the 90s, bro?
4-4-2.
So you played 2 up top, and Andy Cole never even got a sniff. Bullshit, mate.
Bro, but
I'm
listen,
not falling for these
listen,
narratives.
we can do a stream on that alone, on that bollocks,
Trust me.
because you know when that happened, yeah, it's like many people just didn't take notice of it, you know, but it was very obvious what was going on here. It's the same reason why they tried to play Shearer and Sheringham. And what did these guys win? What did they win?
Fuck off.
Fuck all.
Fuck
It's the
off.
same reason why they tell you, yeah, about England's golden generation. That wasn't no golden generation. What you think? Like France didn't have Zidane at the time, Yuri Djorkaeff and all that. What we doing? Henri and that, Vieira, Makaleli,
Bro, that's the
golden
funniest
generation.
thing.
They were
Bro,
just good, yeah, for the era that they were in. That was
this
it.
is what I'm saying. When people talk about the golden generation, yeah, and they talk about it's that World Cup where fucking Dino scored the free kick in it. Bro,
Bro,
just put
like Ronaldinho
just
wasn't making Gerrard look stupid. You know what I mean?
bro, the thing is, bro, look at that Brazil team there, bro. Tell me that's not a golden generation.
Bro,
Bro,
Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, R9.
bro, bro.
Bro, I'm laughing, yeah, because if this is the England's golden generation, what the hell is that then?
Bro, diamond, platinum, whatever. Bro, all I'm saying is England's golden generation was dog shit compared to France's golden, Spain's golden just a few years down the line, bro. fucking oh, bro, don't take the piss. Don't take the piss. Go back to the 90s.
Maybe,
Bro,
Fizz, maybe, yeah.
look at Holland. Look at Holland's golden generation in the 90s, bro.
Bro, Bergkamp, Kluivert, Philip Cocu and them, man, Overmars. Bro, listen,
Seedorf,
maybe
bro,
they were comparing England's golden generation to Turkey or something like that. No disrespect,
bro.
but
Yeah,
it
real
couldn't be anyone
talk.
serious.
Real talk, bro. Because if anything, I'd probably say our golden generation, in more brutal honesty, it's probably closer to a Portugal's golden generation.
Mm.
Because Portugal, they might have had 2 or 3 that could argue to get into a World 11. Because to be fair, we had Scholesy, we had Becks, we did have 1 or 2 men that could probably have an argument for a World 11, but it wasn't the same as with Spain, bro. These men are taking off a killer for a killer. You know what I mean? Like there's no downgrade in their squad. They're actually leaving out world-class players because there's not enough win players that we can take to the World Cup. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Italy.
The thing is as well, though, bro. Yeah, the thing is as well. Yeah, let's face it. Yeah, as you mentioned, you had Scholes. Yeah, Scholes for me from this so-called golden generation. Yeah, and again, I'll include like because let's get it right. Yeah, Wayne Rooney was a top player. Yeah, but I think Wayne Rooney was hyped in a way because he was something totally different. Yeah, to what England have seen. Bro, let's face it. Was Rooney better than Tevez?
No.
Well, there you go. There you go. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's levels, yeah? And that's nothing on Rooney because Rooney was a top player, yeah? But people just get carried away because it's something different to what they've seen. But Scholes, if you take Scholes out of England and put him into Spain, he's gonna slot in because you know he can play that kind of football. He's probably the only player. Not even Rooney could play a Spain way. He couldn't.
No.
It was different. But people will probably tell you as well, yeah, like the likes of Rooney and them were probably better than David Villa. Impossible. David Villa was ridiculous, man.
Yeah, no, I'm not even entertaining that kind of combo there. Nah.
But again, the English media will tell you that Rooney was clear of David Villa. It's impossible to be clear of David Villa. Impossible. Bro, I watched David Villa's whole career. He's one of my favorite ever players. Yeah, that guy was unreal for Zaragoza, for Valencia. Valencia had him. Yeah, David. They had David Villa, David Silva, and I think they had Joaquin and what's his name? Is it Baraka and in midfield, and a guy called Vicente. I think it might have been him. Yeah, bro. I watched that Valencia team, and they were murdering everyone. They used to be they were that good, and that's what prompted Barca to go and get David Villa. You know, even going into the Euros, the talk about Fernando Torres. No, David Villa. Yeah. You see what I mean?
Nah, 100. Well, that's what I'm saying, man. That our golden generation, there's 1, 2 world-class players that there's an argument for. When you look at Italy's golden generation, fucking Spain's, Holland's, you know what I mean, bro? Yeah. I don't want to hear anything about England producing quality at any point in time because we've really not. And let's be clear as well. Paul Scholes is probably the only one that there's a real argument for in that golden generation.
But that's what I'm saying, bro.
Disrespect is we ended up playing him out of position more time. Bro, we played him on the left to accommodate 2 lesser players.
But bro, that should tell you all you need to know, yeah. And this is what I mean, yeah, because the fact that Carrick never got a look in, yeah, and they played Scholes out of position to fit in Gerrard and Lampard, yeah. You know why that is, because it's a symptom of what's going on in football right now. Gerrard was the engine, man. Lampard got goals, and stupidly they thought that would take them to a title. The thinking's just not there. Why would you play your best player, Scholes, who's a midfield conductor who controls the game, play him on the left-hand side to play Lampard and Gerrard? 2 guys that are not good with the ball, really. Does that make any sense? It don't make no sense. That is like, yeah, Spain playing Sergio Busquets, right wing, to play Jesus Navas through the middle.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. Like, and they done that with Scholes. If I was Scholes, yeah, I'm like, I ain't playing. You either play me in midfield or don't play me at all.
That's why he retired fairly early from fucking international,
I
innit?
don't blame
He
him.
just,
I don't blame him. Don't blame him. I don't
I
blame
think
him.
he retired at 28. I think he was in his 20s when he retired from international. Anyway, he just said, "Fuck that."
I can't blame him, man. You don't put a player like that, letting him play second fiddle to two guys that are not good with the ball. This is international football, by the way, yeah. And even more the reason you need players like Scholes that can dictate and control games, but you want to play him from the left. Like idiotic, I'm telling you. I've never seen something so dumb. When I see that, yeah, I was like, yeah, these guys ain't got a clue. And they think they're going to win any tournament. Golden generation to do what? Madness. Madness, man. But listen, let's get back on track, man, because I have to get that out of my system. Yeah. But
Yeah, man, yeah. Well, one sec. Just go through a comment or two, bro. Just gotta go fucking grab a quick drink. One sec.
Yeah, go on, bro. Go on.
Yeah, man.
Big up to Lumi Rain, says, hang on, Terry not in the team. No, he's not, he's not. Listen, we were debating over John Terry, Desai, Ricardo Carvalho, and Thiago Silva. And I think the basis that we didn't put Thiago Silva in there is because Thiago Silva was probably better at AC Milan and PSG in his prime. And then obviously Desai had to be in there because Desai is Desai. If anyone knows Desai's career, man, then one of the absolute best defenders of his era. And then there's a toss-up between Carvalho and John Terry. And I think English bias, media bias, would probably say that John Terry was better than Carvalho. But I actually think Carvalho made Terry better, in my opinion. I think John Terry was the better technician, but as a pure defender, I'd probably say Carvalho, you know what I mean? Because I don't think Carvalho got the flowers that he deserved, because he was next to England's captain. And as we know, the media coverage is always going to be on John Terry. So, yeah. Big up to Lumi Rain with a super sticker. Says, Gavin Fitz, what's your prediction tonight's game? Obviously, half-time now. You know what? I actually said it'll be a draw before the game because, I am expecting us to pick up the 3 points. But going to Bournemouth's not easy, man. They play decent football with a decent manager. But let's see what Carrick can do in the second half. I mean, Mbeumo playing through the middle, is ridiculous. But we'll see what happens. Can Sesko come off the bench and get another goal? Who knows? But I'm gonna say a draw. I'm gonna say a draw because I think Bournemouth at home are a decent team. But yeah, I'm gonna say a draw. See what happens though.
I'm still gonna go with United win. I'm still gonna go with the United win. I'm gonna go 1-0. It's gonna be 1-0 at this point.
Yeah. Ivanovic should be right back. Nah, no way, man. No way. Again, Ivanovic was a centre back that happened to play right back. But if we're looking at the pure footballer, Reece James just gets in there because Reece James can defend, he can attack, he's technical. Like, he's one of the best right backs that England's ever produced. It's just that simple. And again, Ivanovic was good for Chelsea, but I can't put an argument for Ivanovic ahead of Reece James. No way.
No, and to be fair, we did actually, like, that was one thing I touched on in it. I was saying, like, well, fucking for what he did, like how regularly he played right back and what they won whilst he was playing that position, he definitely deserved to be in the conversation. But what got it with Reece James is, obviously, injuries aside, you would class Reece James as one of the best right backs in the world. At no point could you say that about Ivanovic. That was basically the final nail in the argument, innit?
Bro, I'll go as far as this, yeah? I'll go as far as this. When I look at the best right backs to ever play the game or in the world, they're actual right backs, yeah? I think the only right back right now that you could probably say that isn't a actual right back that could be regarded as one of the best in his position in the world, you're probably looking at Jurrien Timber. Because Jurrien Timber is actually a centre-back. but he plays
Yeah.
right back. Apart from him, and again, is Timber better than Hakimi or Reece James? He's not. But if you're looking at a centre back that plays right back, I can't think in the history of football where a centre back that's playing right back has been the best in the world.
No, I hear it. I hear
Tell
it.
me, and you know what I mean?
I don't think ever have.
Yeah, no.
Don't think
And
ever have.
even left back, if you don't put Maldini, but you know what I mean? Maldini's the only one, but
But again,
other
with
than that,
Maldini actually started as a youth at left back and
mm,
then went centre back, became like a well-known centre back, and then went back on the left.
left back, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like he technically was already a left back. It's just we didn't know him as that until he went back to his old position, innit? But
Mm, yeah.
obviously, fucking, it's what it for me. I still will class Maldini as a left back because, like I say, for that reason that he was a left back as a kid basically, and then when he came through at centre back,
Yeah.
and then just they ended up nudging him back out. I think I might be wrong, but I think it was to accommodate the Stam and Nesta pairing, weren't it?
Yeah, no, it was. It was.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was.
and
Bro, that defense, they had Maldini, Nesta, Stam, Cafu. Bro, that's
bro, and
ridiculous.
And Dida in
And
net,
Dina in goal. Yeah. And bro, not to
bro.
mention Perlo. I mean, I didn't rate Gattuso like that, but Perlo, Gattuso, Seedorf, Kaka.
Seedorf,
Bro,
bro,
come on,
and
man.
Shevchenko up top.
Shevchenko and Crespo or Inzaghi.
I think it was Inzaghi at that point,
Bro, and we're meant to believe that this Arsenal team is doing anything. Yeah, come on, man.
bro.
Come on. There's levels to football, man. There's levels to football. Fitz, quick question for you, bro. So,
Go on.
Fitz, did you rate Dwight York?
I did, but like it was always Andy Cole for me out of all the strikers in it. But obviously, the fact that him and Yorkie worked so well, like once they started clicking, like yeah, bro, that was me and my brother. That was it. Then like I'm Cole, you're York. You get me? Like the two the two whitest variations of Cole and York you've ever seen in your life. You get me? But yo, that was it. Then fucking obviously that must have lasted about 18 months because like the season after 99, it started fading out a bit, didn't it? And then obviously times moved quick in football around them times, and everything started drastically changing. We started signing some mad. I think
And Bremo's through.
the next signing was like Sahar and Rude, weren't it? So fucking yeah, times move quick. But yeah, I did like Yorkie, but for me, it was always Andy Cole in it. Like Andy Cole's always been my favorite striker. Like I say, to the point where I genuinely did get upset when I heard that he was leaving. Like when he left United, I genuinely got upset, and I was far too old to be getting upset about a footballer leaving the club. You know what I mean? But yeah, it hurt me, that one. But the thing that I liked about York was my man kind of did the things that Cole didn't do. Like you'd see Coley getting on the end of crosses, but with his head a lot. And I didn't see that from Cole very often. Like my man would always go for a bicycle or something. But York did the opposite. Like it was the perfect. Like you got everything from football from them two strikers. You know what I mean?
Bro, for me, man, I thought York was more the silky one, but Cole was the predator, man. You know, but the combination together was ridiculous, man. Was ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know
But that's what I'm saying. Like York was a bit more like you're saying there, silky. Fucking Cole was a lot more like just direct. He was just like a beast on the pitch. You know what I mean? But then obviously, like in the styles of finishes and the way that they read across, like Cole's looking for that bicycle as much as possible. I've seen him hit it from all over the box. You know what I mean? But York, he's actually thinking about his head more time than not. You know what I mean? It's like, well, shit, depending on which side the cross was coming from and who was coming in for it, Like you knew you were getting something different every time in it instead of having the same over and over. Cause like for me, Solskjaer was always thinking with his feet. He never used it. Like I never saw Rolly going in for headers and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
having Ollie and Cole up front. You
Mm.
didn't notice it like that until you had Cole and York, where it's like you're getting everything now. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, man. Like for me, York when we signed him, for some reason always thought he was signed as Cantona's replacement.
Cole's replacement.
Nah, I thought it was Cantona's replacement because you remember Cantona had retired like the season before, innit?
Oh yeah.
And like in my head, we never replaced Cantona, but the actual replacement for Cantona was Teddy Sheringham. You
Yeah,
get me?
he was.
We
Yeah.
signed Teddy Sheringham to replace Cantona, but I always saw York as that. So at first, York had big boots to fill and still
Yeah.
won me over. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
like I kind of feel like if I'd have been aware that Sheringham was Cantona's replacement, like because I didn't like Sheringham anyway. So that would have just
Mm.
put the final nail in Sheringham's coffin, and I'd have probably loved York from day one in it. And I'd have like, I don't know. My son's middle name might be Dwight now. You know what I mean? Like, fucking. But it's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But he won me over anyway, and it didn't take him long to win me over neither. I
Mm.
remember during that '99 season, fucking like, yeah, man. He was one of the guys, one of the top guys. I was always looking forward to seeing York, like because even I remember before he linked up with Cole properly, he'd won me over because I remember he was starting a few games with Solskjaer in it,
Yeah.
and like I was more excited to see York on the team sheet than Solskjaer in it. Like
Mm.
seeing York on the team sheet kind of took the sting out of Cole being on the bench. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But yeah, man, he just
Mm.
nothing was ever gonna meet Andy Cole levels for me. Only one that ever
Nah, bro.
kind
Listen,
of
I
come
know.
close.
I know you're backing for Coley, man. I never knew it, man. But I can see why now. To be fair, you know what I mean, because it's part of what we're talking about. You know, the whole media narrative around Cole made you think that he wasn't as good as what he should have been made out to be. That's the truth. You know what I mean?
100, man. But
You
like
know what
I
I mean?
say, for me, there was only one person that ever kind of even came close.
Mm.
After that, to be like, I love this guy, and it was Latan. It took that long for me to really
Yeah.
embrace another United striker. Even Van Peer
Mm.
didn't embrace that much.
Mm. But bro,
Love
you know
seeing
what?
him play.
That brings us on nicely, yeah. To this comment that I just seen just now, yeah. So you guys just like players of color, yeah. Now it always me laugh about this, yeah. It's like, why is it when you don't rate a certain player, yeah, all of a sudden the color comes into it? Like it makes you laugh, innit? Like
Bro,
the majority of my favorite players, yeah, are probably not even black. That's how bad it is.
same. I'm
Like
not gonna lie,
it's
and Joe, just to elaborate, son's first name is a double-barreled name, in it, Cole Cantona.
mm,
So straight away, I've just discredited you. I only like players of color. Cantona was my guy. The only reason it didn't go Cantona Cole is because my missus didn't like the idea of it being shortened to Cantona. At
mm.
least now she can shorten it and just call him Cole, innit?
There you go.
Other than that, like bro, there was like, I could have flipped a coin and it could have gone either way. You know what I
Mm,
mean? I love both of them as much. But Eric Cantona doesn't need me to fucking stand there and tell you why he was the best player at United at the time.
yeah,
Andy Cole gets shit on. He had an England manager tell you that he needed 4 or 5 chances before he put one goal away. When he said
and
that,
that's where the narrative come from. Yeah,
you get me? And the day that he'd said that, Andy Cole had already won the Premier League title 3 times
yeah,
and was the main reason Kevin Keegan had that whole fucking meltdown rant because he was coming close to fucking maybe beating us to a league title. And it was all off the back of Andy Cole.
mm,
You get me? But
mm,
nobody ever wants to put respect on Andy Cole's name. So I will actually stand there and point out how many records and shit that he's broken because nobody else does that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm not gonna be here being deceived by the fact that everyone, Alan Shearer, when we talk about Premier League strikers from the 90s, it's Alan Shearer. Cool. How many penalties did my man take? Yeah, take his penalties out of the equation. He's not the top goal scorer. You get me? Andy Cole takes him over straight away. Andy Cole's only ever took one penalty. He scored it, by the way, but he said that he wants to score in open play where it counts.
Bro, that is a mad stat, by the way. That's
Trust
a
me,
mad
bro.
stat, because if you look at the majority of the top goal scorers now, they're all penalty takers for their team. But Andy Cole's record is still there without penalties. Like, that doesn't get spoken about enough.
Exactly. And this is why I will stand there and back him, but don't get it twisted. My man's just said that comment. What did I just say? The next striker that I embraced like Andy Cole, who was it?
Oh, what did you say again? I thought, was it not Cantona?
Basically Cantona. Zlatan, bro. Cantona reincarnated, you get me? But again, what colour's my man, bro? What are we talking about here?
Yeah, but listen, but comments like this, it really just shows that they've lost the argument, because to come out with that, and you've probably been there for how long, you're saying you just like players of colour. But the lineup that we've got here, it's got Czech and Carvalho in there. Like, what are we doing there? You know what I mean? But anyway, let's move it on anyway, because some people just either gonna like it or they don't. David Villa goal against United in finals, world class. He was a world class player, man. He was ridiculous. Pablo Aimar, of course. And again, Lumi, I'm glad you mentioned Pablo Aimar, because this is what I'm trying to tell you. These players like Pablo Aimar, that is what you call a number 10. If anyone doesn't know who Pablo Aimar is, I suggest you go and watch Pablo Aimar, and that will remind you of what real number 10s that the kind of errors that we've seen. You can't make me think that Jude Bellingham is this or Bruno Fernandes. It's never going to happen. Not when I've seen what I've seen, regardless of the numbers. Gav, can you remember Deportivo? Oh, come on, Deportivo. If you remember Roy Mackay, Diego Tristan, João Mina, like these names, they're bringing it back. Like, these guys were nowhere near regarded, as the best players in the world, But you see that Roy Mackay? Bro, I used to play Pro Evo back in the day, and my boy used to play against, He used to pack me week in, week out with Roy Mackay at Bayern Munich. Bro, it was at a level, where it didn't make sense. Like, anywhere on the pitch, he was just packing me with Roy Mackay. Bro, it was annoying. Roy Mackay was deadly with Bayern Munich. Absolutely deadly. But at Deportivo with Diego Tristan, listen, if you know, you know, man. Fran Garcia as well. You had Fran, you had João Mina. Listen, that Deportivo team there was ridiculous. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Gav, giving a current Arsenal player credit, am I going nuts? Who do I give credit to? Arsenal player.
Timber. So Timber might be the only person that's playing out of position and still a half decent right back, basically.
Yeah, but again, there's no agenda. It's just I just call what I see in it. Like, when you start telling me about Declan Rice, when I hear that Declan Rice is one of the best, it just shows you how shit football is, because this is a guy that really is a centre back, but yet apparently he's meant to be the best, one of the best players in the league in Europe. It's madness. Prime Mudryk 2012 on the left wing. I hear it. Right, guys, let's get back onto it anyway. So our Chelsea all-time 11. So we're gonna move on to the midfield now. This midfield, I think it's gonna be difficult to do. So I'm gonna put the centre midfielders and the attacking midfielders in there together. So we've got Claude Makelele, Michael Essien, Juan Sebastian Veron, Nemanja Matic, Cesc Fabregas, N'Golo Kante, Jorginho, Moises Caicedo, Oscar, Frank Lampard. Now, for me, yeah, automatically, I think there is. I'm gonna say for me, yeah, there's two positions that are non-negotiables for me for that Chelsea team. Yeah, maybe three actually, and this is why this is good. Yeah, but
Oh, three.
I'm gonna say, yeah, for me, good save. Makaleli and Fabregas for me. Makaleli and Fabregas, and this is why, yeah. I'm just gonna say it now. Lampard doesn't get into this team because if I'm saying Makaleli and Fabregas have to be in there, and I think the majority will probably agree with that, yeah. Then for me, it's between three players, and that's not Lampard.
And who's your three? Just tell me your three, and then I'll tell you my stance on this.
So if it's Makaleli and Fabregas, yeah. One sec, go on, Cunha. Penalty.
I ain't there yet. I've just seen them run out of
Yeah,
fucking
it's
ball.
penalty. It's poor. And look, bro, you see, bro, you see what I mean? Yeah, you see how football's become now. Bruno's now on the penalty. He's gonna score the penalty, and then people are now gonna tell you that he's been good, and they're gonna start showing the crap on Sky Sports. You see what I mean? But Cunha won the pen.
Yeah. And he did it all himself.
Yep. And bro, you see when I talk about team player, yeah. If Bruno wasn't about his numbers, yeah, he'd probably look at that and think, you know what, I'll let Cunha take this. But again, Bruno has to stay relevant, and by him taking the penalty and scoring it, yeah, it's gonna fool people to thinking, oh, Bruno again. You see the narrative these people are trying to push, yeah.
100%.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. But so yeah, Makaleli and what's his face?
Cesc.
And Cesc Fabregas. The other three I'm looking at, yeah, is Essien, Kante, and Caicedo.
Right. So we've definitely got a fucking change up here, Kai. Check now. You see the 10 that I was saying, like now that Zola's not in the equation.
Yep.
Juan Sebastian Veron. What the fuck? This guy was Scholes on steroids.
I hear it. But
yeah,
I'm looking at what he done for Chelsea.
I hear it. What he did in the Prem was absolutely fuck all. I get it. But at the same time, like I know what a baller he is, you know what I mean? And if we're taking prime versions of them, well, if we're taking prime versions of them, then Veron has to go in there. But
oh, bro, I'll be honest, yeah, massive fan of Veron. And when Veron come to United, yeah, the only reason why Veron didn't succeed is because really and truly, you can't have Veron, Scholes, and Keane because you've got really Scholes and Veron who are ball dominant players, and then you've got Roy Keane who's the captain. So that's where Veron didn't shine because of that.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking when he went to Chelsea, he wasn't the Veron that I remember. Put it that way.
Nah, you know what the problem was for Veron. Unfortunately, like our league didn't get onto the three in midfield, like whilst he was here. Yeah. He would have fit perfectly into a midfield three where he was going to play the more attacking midfield role, but where he was part of a midfield two, it didn't seem to work because he even though Scholes he couldn't tackle for shit, he still had a bit more defensive awareness about him than Veron did. You know what I mean? Veron was very much just an attack-minded player for me. So I feel like if he'd have come during say if he'd have come like 3-4 years after he'd left, he'd probably be considered one of the best like that the league had seen. But because of the era he came into, he just didn't really like I feel like he was too ahead of his time. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
for our league anyway. But when you look at what he was doing in Italy before he came to us, absolute beast of a player, and Italy was the best league in the world at that time. So
Yeah.
the fact that he was one of the best players at such a young age in the best league in the world, that's got to count for something, innit? Like just because he didn't fit into to our systems just yet. Like this is a midfield three that we're talking about. He would
Mm.
fit into this. You know what I mean? This would work incredible for him. But
Yeah.
the one midfielder that I'm willing to die on a hill fighting for here is Michael Essien.
I knew he was gonna say Essien.
Bro,
And
that you know
it's,
what?
it's difficult.
You
It's
know
difficult
that
though
volley
because
against Barca. That volley against Barca.
left foot. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That there, from that day forward, he could do no wrong.
Mm.
Bro, I swear to God, I watched him so close after that goal because like I was amazed that he pulled that one out because I knew he was a quality player and I always
Yeah.
rated him. But after that goal, he was under a microscope, bro, and I never seen him make a mistake. Like he was their engine. Like without Essien, they weren't winning half the shit they won.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But would you say Sen was more valuable to Chelsea than what Kante was?
I think brutally
Because for
honest,
me, yeah,
Kante
go on.
was
Mm.
Kante was their Sen, but in a Makalele role. Because Makalele wasn't the engine that he was at Real Madrid when he went to Chelsea because Chelsea's system didn't rely on Makalele as much.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like Makalele was still outstanding at Chelsea, and for me, he should be in this team. But it's basically, does Cesc get in or Varane for me? Because Makalele and
Nah, bro,
Essien
Cesc
have
got to
to.
be in there, man. He's got to be in there. I'm
But that's
sorry.
the thing, though, bro. For me, Cesc and Varane, like their attributes like are competing with each other. Cause when we're talking about it's the pass, you know what I mean. It's the technical ability, and for me, I don't think you could argue that Cesc is better technically or has a better pass on him or better range. Anything like, if anything, I can argue Varane's got a better shot than Cesc, though.
Yeah. But what I'm looking at though, yeah, was Fabregas more effective for Chelsea than what Varane was at Chelsea?
Nah, well,
That's what I'm looking at. Because if we're talking about the actual player, yeah, then Varane's probably the most talented midfielder that's on the list. But I'm looking at the effect as well, isn't it? And the effect of Varane in comparison to what Fabregas had at Chelsea. Because when Fabregas went to Chelsea, Chelsea won the league in the first season. He was ridiculous, Fabregas. Instrumental. You know what I mean?
Now,
So
to be
he
fair,
has to be in there for me, Fabregas.
yeah, if one of the criteria is the impact that they've had at the club as well, like that's where Cesc wins, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because yeah,
Do you think
that.
Oh wait, another penalty
For us or them? Because they're in possession on mines.
No, I thought Ahmad got fouled, but ref said play on. One second, let me see this. Bournemouth on the attack now. Oh, fuck's sake, 1-1.
To be fair though, they've got to be reviewing that because that did look like a foul on Ahmad in this build-up though.
Ah, it's 1-1. Ahmad's complaining to the ref.
Nah, yeah, because he that's what I'm saying. I've just, as you've seen that goal, I've just seen Ahmad get fouled, and that did look, because I was looking for the foul in it.
Yeah, let me see this.
Definitely got fouled, bro. Wait, they got to be showing the highlight of what's just happened to Ahmad.
Yeah, that's a foul. That's a foul. He just shoved.
Yeah, because I was
and the funny thing is,
yeah,
bro, the funny thing is, yeah, the guy that fouled him is the one that got the assist.
This is what I'm saying. With a foul in the build-up, this could get reversed to a penalty here.
Well, they should do. But again, it's got to go to VAR, surely. The same guy that fouled him, yeah, is the guy that got the assist.
Yeah,
but again, it's not really an assist. It's just that he was the last player that played the ball to Christie.
Bro,
we'll finish, to be fair.
Just keep me posted on this VAR thing, cause my shit's like 30 seconds behind yours.
Yeah, I want to see if they go to it. But Ahmad was complaining. What are they doing there? No, they give the goal.
Never.
They give the goal, yeah. Fucking hell, man. So all right, so let's just put the players in, yeah. So are we definitely saying Makalele's in there, yeah?
Yeah, Makalele. I feel like Makalele and SCN.
When you're getting the Makalele role, yeah. I mean, there's no debate really. He has to be in there because, again, he's another player for me, yeah, that was massively underrated because, again, I don't really know. Well, obviously I do know why in it, yeah. But when you look at Makalele, why do you think he was under? Oh my god, what's going on there?
I've just seen it just kick off again. So
yeah, one sec. Cunha, go on, Cunha. Oh fuck's sake! Come on, man. Right, let's see. Let's do an attack. Corner. Again with Makalele, yeah, I think Makalele was underrated because, you know, like I mean, it's obvious to see why he was underrated. I think we need to go into it, but he was key in terms of what Chelsea were doing. He was key in what Chelsea were doing. You know what I mean? But I think he goes into there, and I'll say I have to get Fabregas in there, man. Fabregas has to be there for me because I think Fabregas is one of the best midfielders to play in the Premier League. People often talk about the likes of Gerrard and that, yeah. Fabregas is there, easy. You know,
no, I hear it. And to be fair, I feel like the third one should be SCN, bro. I'd have SCN over everybody else in that list. And to be fair, if it wasn't going to be SCN, I'd probably go Ballack. But SCN definitely night and day before Ballack.
So you're saying SCN above Caicedo and Kante?
Yeah. Because to be fair, bro, if you've got Makalele there, what do you need Caicedo for? You've got 4 at the back.
2-1. 2-1. Harry Maguire.
I'm literally just watching fucking Sesko run on.
Yeah, Harry Maguire. Are they going to give this as a Bruno assist? Let me see this. Let me see this. Corner. I think it's a mistake.
Nah, it got on a defender hit it first.
That's what I'm, bro. Watch them give that to Bruno, yeah? Watch. Let me see this. Let me see this. It's an own goal. It's an own goal, but just hit his head. Bro, watch them give that Bruno assist. I'm telling you. So he come off Senesi, yeah, and then hit the Hill guy in the head. My God. Right. Listen, 2-1, man. We'll take it. We move up the league. So you're saying Essien, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, with Makalele in the team, you don't need Caicedo. Yeah.
Boy, that's harsh. Really that's harsh.
Bro, Makalele does everything Caicedo will do for you.
No, I think Caicedo's got more to his game.
No, but this is what I'm saying, no, bro. If you've got Makalele and Essien there, between them two, you've got everything that Caicedo or a Kante is gonna do for you.
Mm.
But you've, like I say, the quality of Essien and basically the quality of what Essien provides and the quality of Makalele provides. Instead of having a lesser of like instead of having a man that can do all of it at a lesser quality, have the two with the best attributes in it, and just tell these man, yo, you're gonna focus on defending, and you're gonna focus on controlling and orchestrating this midfield here. You and Cesc are just gonna dominate the middle of the pitch.
I hear it. All right, cool. I mean, to be fair, for me, I thought it would have been between Kante and what's his face? Kante and Caicedo, yeah, but
over Essien.
No, bro. But again, it's nothing on Essien. I think like I think Caicedo, it might be slightly too early to include him, but I think Kante was part of their successful era. You know what I mean? So that's why I was saying Kante, but Essien's a good shout, man, because it was between them three for me anyway.
But again, though, for me, Essien, like if it weren't for Essien, would Lampard have been able to get the numbers that he did?
But we all know that wasn't the, we all know that he wouldn't have got that, because when you've got Makalele and Essien behind you, Lampard was allowed to just be that roaming midfielder to hit shots. Again, another guy that was on the set pieces and that as well, penalty taker. He was allowed to be that guy because he had Essien, who was the engine, and Makalele that held it all together. So it's not really a surprise.
To be fair, that's why in my head I'd be thinking Varane is over Cesc, just because he's going to be able to do that roaming shit that fits his attributes perfectly in it. But you're right though, Cesc has done so much more in the Chelsea shirt than Varane did. Varane had little to no impact in the Chelsea shirt. So if it's down to them,
I think if you're basing it just on pure ability, then Varane's in there every day of the week. But I think you have to look at as well what they done for Chelsea, irrespective of their position. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, let's move it on anyway. I mean, this is the easiest pick of all, you know. Listen, like, there's just no argument here. I mean, we're gonna. Oh my lord, what a strike! Did he save that? What a strike, Alex Scott. You'll see it now anyway. I think Lamens might have saved it. Let me see this. And I hit the bar and it come back off Lamens. So left wing, yeah. I mean, you've got Joe Cole, Duff, and Hazard. I mean, I'm just reading their names out, but none of them are getting anywhere close to this. I mean, I don't think we need to chat about Hazard. Hazard for me, in terms of his era, obviously take out Messi and Ronaldo. For me, I'm only looking at Neymar as being better as attackers.
I'll tell you straight. The wings speak for themselves, innit? I writ two names. Names.
Hazard and Robin, yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, I was trying to be nice, but listen, it's non-negotiable for me.
This is what I'm saying. There is no other options when you come to left mid, right mid. Like, bro, I don't care what other names they've got on that list. Yes, decent players, but nah, they're not. To be
honest with you, the names I wrote down, yeah. I mean, I put Sterling in there. I don't know why, yeah. But Wright Phillips, I put Cole Palmer in there. Jeremy, remember Jeremy?
Yeah.
Ex Real Madrid as well. Hakim Ziyech, and I put Willian, and I think Willian deserves a shout because, to be fair, Willian was a very good player for Chelsea. You know, Obviously, he was meant to be going to Tottenham, innit? But
Yeah.
like William was a top player. But I think, yeah, Robin for me, man. I mean, when I hear the likes of Saka's name getting mentioned, you know, and then we've had players like Robin, it's like, yeah, you can't. Oh, that's a pen. That's a pen.
To them.
Wait, red card. Who got sent off? Red card. Harry Maguire, red card. No way. Harry Maguire, red card.
Bro, I hate this being like
He
half
got a
a
straight
minute
red card.
behind.
He got a straight red card.
He did the same as what fucking happened to Cunha, though. Why no red card there then? Yeah, this is bullshit.
Bro, I'm not even too sure that's a foul, you know. Is that even a foul?
To be fair, it looked like he pulled him back. To be fair, it looks closer to what happened to Ahmad than what happened to Cunha. Cunha's was a clear shirt pull. That was like he pulled the arm.
Oh, that's harsh, man. That is harsh. Let me see this. He put his hand across him, yeah, but Evan Nilsson did go down easy. But I think the very fact he put his... It's harsh, to be fair. It is harsh. But he's give it anyway. But Harry Maguire sent off. The thing is, it's harsh, yeah, but it's like the fact that Maguire put his hand on him in the first place.
No, I hear it. He should have known not to do it, especially the kind of player that he's going up against there. Evanilson, like, he's going to do this kind of shit. He's gonna go down, he's gonna make a meal of it. He's a bit of a shit house, innit? Like, you don't do that against Richarlison neither. You know what's gonna happen. But
I think sometimes as well, yeah, you have in them positions, you have to trust your goalkeeper to make a save, innit?
Yeah. But this is the thing, though, at the same time, like, overlooking how harsh that was. Like, that was extremely harsh. Like,
come on, come on.
Considering he knows he can go to VAR if he needs to and all that and get back up first. Like, he had that red card out immediately. Guessing they bagged this.
Yeah, it's a good penalty, man, to be fair as well. Oh man. The thing is,
10 minutes to go. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna write us off. I always keep faith.
Great. This Eli Jr. is decent, you know, as well. What a pen, bro! What a pen! Don't even save that. Even if Lamens went the right way, he won't get in that. What a pen! Boy, 1-2-2. So yeah, bro. Robin and Hazard. I think as a duo, yeah. Again, those two never played together, did they?
Nah.
Bro, imagine them two in one team.
Bro.
Like it's like Ribery and Robin all over again. You know what I mean?
Trust me. That there, to be fair, I feel like that probably beats Ribery and Robin, because if he'd have been at Chelsea with Hazard, that would have been prime Hazard. You know what I mean? I think prime Hazard beats prime Ribery.
I hear it. Boy. And then obviously we'll go through the striker in it, because I think it's probably going to be unanimous in this one as well. So you got Hernan Crespo, Nicolas Anelka, Didier Drogba, Fernando Torres, Diego Costa, Adrian Mutu, Ida Gudjonsson, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
I think for what he's done in the Chelsea shirt, it's going to have to be Torres or Mutu, innit?
Boy, Torres or Mutu, you know. I mean, listen, when Mutu got signed, man. Oh, what a touch. Bro, this Eli Junior Krupi, man, he's a problem. He was linked to Man United, to be fair, as well. Yeah, great touch.
I'll tell you the truth. Almost every time these men signed a striker at one point, it was a concern. Like Mutu,
Mm,
Shevchenko, even Crespo, even
mm,
Anelka, bro. Like they always brought in high level strikers. It's
yeah.
just for some reason none of them clicked like the guy that's gonna end up in this position.
Mm.
Like obviously, man, like Didier was just different sauce, right? He, like just
Bro, you know the funny thing is, yeah, I first became aware of Drogba, yeah, when he was playing for Guingamp in France. That was his first team, Guingamp, yeah. And when I see him, I see a couple of clips of him, yeah, and I said, oh, this striker looks okay, yeah. Again, wasn't getting carried away, but there was a few things he was doing. This one is proper young at Guingamp, yeah.
yeah.
And then next thing I checked, Marseille have signed him, yeah. And then when I see Marseille sign him, I thought there's something that I saw when he was playing for that team that I could see that he could go to a bigger team. And then when
Yeah,
I see him destroy Liverpool, yeah, for Marseille, I said this guy is going to become one of the best in the world because he had obviously the perm, you know, and it's just that the strength and the pace here was just something a bit different in it. And then I
yeah,
think when he went to Chelsea, yeah, he went to another level with Chelsea. Like
yeah,
I will go as far and say, yeah, in terms of central strikers, him and Henri are the only two strikers that I've seen that I've been wary of. You know what I mean? In terms of Man United playing them.
yeah,
Henri in
yeah,
a different way because of his pace and again of his quality. But but Drogba because of like he was a big game player, Drogba, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And
yeah,
some of the goals that guy scored. I mean, I remember the goal when he destroyed Jamie Carragher. You know what I mean? If you remember
yeah.
at Stamford Bridge, destroyed him. And again, he was someone that just had that in his game, you know. And oh, this Yagata is fucking shit, man. What is he doing? Crap player, man. But yeah, no, as I said, I think yeah, Drogba was ridiculous, man. And as I say, he was the main reason. Bro, I'm getting nervous, man. This team, what are they doing? He was the main reason why they won the Champions League. Like, you know, single-handedly really got them back into the game against Bayern Munich and obviously scored the winning penalty. You know what I mean? So um
A hundred
yeah, it's not
percent.
it's not really a surprise, really, if we're being honest. You know what I mean?
To be fair, like that was the one thing with him as well. The fact that he was so strong, powerful, had such a fucking lethal shot on him. Like
Mm,
everything, even he could get up. Like he was good in the air.
yeah.
Like just absolute everything. But the fact that he was that big game player, like no matter what game it was, he
Mm,
always turned up when it was big, like the big moment. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Never shied away from the spotlight.
Mm,
That for me, there's very few players that can even be put in the same category as him when we're talking of level of how elite his performances were. You know what I mean? He
yeah.
has to be up there with like the level of R9, like because R9 turned up every time. You know what I
Mm,
mean? Like certain players, every single time you need them, they're there for you. David Villa was another one. He always popped up in big moments.
mm,
These are
yeah.
the kind of guys that they're not often. You know what I mean? So, like for me, obviously you'd say Ronaldo and fucking Messi are like that, but obviously different reasons.
Mm. Where would you rank Drogba in terms of all-time Premier League great strikers?
Premier League. Are we keeping United strikers in there or taking them out?
Just in general, all-time Premier League strikers.
So it's easy for me to just go backwards outright. So top of that list is Andy Cole.
Mm,
Second in the list, I'd go Henry. Third, I'd probably go Drogba.
mad.
And then after that, it's probably Rude in fourth.
Rude, yeah.
Yeah, and then probably Van Persie for fifth. But yeah, so I put Didier probably goes in third. Only Andy
Yeah.
Cole and Henry above him.
And again, there's not many people that would probably think that either. You know what I mean?
Nah, to be fair, I know a lot of people probably would switch out Andy Cole for Wayne Rooney in my list, but
Yeah,
they
but
probably
bro, this is because of the narrative that's been built about. That's the only reason. Because
yeah.
as I said to you, like even myself, I actually, because Andy Cole was like one of my heroes growing up, man, from young.
Yeah,
But even myself, didn't think Andy Cole was the level that you was talking about. And it's not until you actually see the numbers, if you want to go by the numbers, you actually look at the records and think, wait a minute, how can Andy Cole be getting this criticism when he's hitting the records that a lot of these players have never touched?
yeah.
And that's only because of the media bias.
Trust me, trust me. I remember being at a fucking game. I went to United versus I think it was Hull, and Rooney scored 4 in that game, innit? And I remember
Yeah,
that night on Match of the Day, like they were buzzing about it like it was some mad thing.
yeah.
Never once did I see a mention of Andy Cole scoring 5 in one half of football.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Like not one mention, but they were gassing Wayne Rooney's 4 goals that game. I'm like, it, it's irritating to see. You know what I mean? Because we're talking about the same club.
yeah,
So why not like that was great, but let's not forget the all time record 5 scored by Andy. You get me? Like you could even just a
mm,
little throwaway comment, anything, but they never wanted to give props to anything that Andy Cole ever did. It's like
yeah,
that's why I do feel like I've got no choice but to fucking explain to people like, yo, this guy is different. Like
mm,
no one really, because unless you've got the same kind of passion for it that I do, where I'm gonna go in and pull all these stats, get all this information together and give
yeah,
it you all at once. If I said, because a lot of people I've said to people in the past, like, yo, go and check what my man's done, go and check some of the records, and they'll get back to me with like maybe 1 or 2 stats. Right,
mm,
bro, that's just the cherry on the cake. You ain't even seen what flavor the cake is yet, bro. Like, let me show you the real shit here now, yeah. Bro, it's crazy some of the shit that my man's done. And like I say, people will go, but Henri was, yeah, cool, but Henri won half of what fucking what Cole did, and let's not
yeah,
forget Cole was a massive part of the treble. Yeah, and
mm,
let's be clear, yes, there has been another English team that's done the treble, but there's 115 reasons why that shit don't count.
yeah,
Yeah, we did it in a time where we built it from bringing in the
mm,
best players of actual fucking money that we'd earned. You know what I mean? Money
yeah,
that wasn't just thrown in by a fucking an anonymous investor that just happens to be a prince somewhere. It's
mm,
fucking it's one of them, bro. Like Andy Cole was a massive part to United's success, and we talk about the treble. He was also there for 2 doubles. You know what I mean, and also
mm.
was there to. I swear we won a double back to back, fucking with Andy Cole. You know what I mean? Like
What was the one where he scored the chip against Tottenham? That was part of
that
double,
was
wasn't
for the
it?
treble. That was to win the league for the treble in it.
Oh, was it?
But yeah. And again, he didn't start that game, and he come on as a sub in the
Yeah,
second
I
half
remember. Yeah,
and scored
because they were
that. You
resting.
get
I swear they were resting him for the champ.
for
I thought they were
the
resting him
champ.
for the final, weren't they?
Well, they wanted to rest him. I think they wanted to feature him in the FA Cup and then the Champions League in it. Like basically, I think they wanted to keep Cole and York in everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then obviously, fucking it come down to it. We needed to find a goal from somewhere. He put on Cole, and obviously, fucking hell, he scored that absolute fucking incredible
Mm.
chip. Like, bro, not many man could finish like he could. Like I say, that chip was ridiculous. I can show you clips where my man's on like the far corner of the box. You know what I mean? Like basically out on the wing, hitting bicycle kicks. The guy was ridiculous. Like he could do everything. But
Mm.
obviously, no one ever fucking. I remember back in the day, I had a video cassette in it of United's top strikers,
Yeah.
bro. Like obviously the amount of times I watched that video was insane. But Andy Cole, he wasn't even the top one. I think top one at the time they had Mark Hughes on it. You know what I mean? But
Mm.
bro, Andy Cole's goals, it was the perfect highlight reel. You know what I mean? Like all the other guys, like Mark Hughes was scoring the same kind of goal every
Mm.
fucking game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Andy Cole's just he had variety, like he was just lethal. Just give him the ball and a little glimpse of opportunity and it was over. You know what I
Yeah, he
mean?
was deadly, Andy Coleman. No doubt, he was deadly, absolutely
Yeah,
deadly. But I just think the media coverage against him, man, has more or less worked because it's fooled people. Because if you was to ask literally the majority of people who's the best striker in that's played in the Premier League, like 9 times out of 10, they're not going to say Andy Cole. That's
yeah,
the
yeah,
truth. You see what I mean?
yeah. 100%, bro.
Mm.
100%. But like I say, fucking it's there. Like whether you want to do it by records and statistics and numbers, or whether you just want to go and watch the highlights,
Mm.
bro. There's no one that's ever played in the Premier League that's got a highlight reel like Andy Cole for finishing. Like
Mm.
obviously, certain players will have ridiculous highlight reels. Like a Kocha will have a stupid highlight reel, but
Mm.
it's not for finishers. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's not the same level as Andy Cole when it comes to that. What Andy Cole brought to the game, he was absolute elite at.
Mm.
Obviously, fucking the eye test will tell you that just watching it, or if you want to do go by numbers, it's all there in it. Like fucking
Yeah.
hell. People were bigging up how fucking Salah did the 47 goals and assists in a season. Bro, Andy
Mm.
Cole's had that record since like 94.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No
Yeah.
one's been making
Exactly.
noise about it until Salah done it. What we
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I hear it.
And it's not like he broke the record, he equaled the record. Like, what we talking about? You still
Mm.
didn't break Andy Cole's record,
If,
man.
if
Like,
that bro, if that was someone like I don't know, if it was someone like I'm trying to think, like Frank Lampard or Gerrard or something like that, yeah, you wouldn't hear the end of it. But
yeah,
even no, I mean, people forget that that's Andy Cole's record. No one talks about it.
yeah.
You know?
Bro, if you Google it now, yeah, Andy Cole don't
Mm.
even come up. It's Mo Salah that comes up. His name don't even come up in the statistic for it. But if you go and then Google like most goals and assists for Andy Cole in a season, comes up with the
Mm.
exact same fucking number as Salah does.
Mm.
It's fucking ridiculous.
It's crazy,
But
isn't it?
like I say, shit. If you're willing to like go and properly look into it, like it's all there for you to see. Like
Mm.
however you like to absorb your football in it. Like I prefer to watch it. The numbers thing,
Mm.
I don't even like getting into because I've seen some mediocre players have the maddest of careers. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if we want to just go off trophies alone, like bro, Wes Brown shits on most people's whole career. You know what I
Mm.
mean? It's like
Mm.
bro, the eye test will tell you something totally different in it. Like I say,
Mm.
people look at like Dino and that, and realistically, you can see the level, but what he's actually won in his career might not even fucking come close to the player that the eye test tells you he is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
But it's one of them,
I
man.
agree, man.
Realistically, fucking,
Mm.
I'd actually put Drogba in the same kind of category, but for me, like Andy Cole didn't turn up in the big games the way that Didier did.
Yeah, Drogba, man, was something else, man, in the big game. Something else. I think in terms of a striker, yeah, I'll be interested to know like if he's probably got the best record as a striker in terms of the big games.
he
Because that
probably
guy came
would.
alive in every big game.
Yeah, like no
Mm,
matter who it was against, like
yeah,
fucking, and what like cup it was in. He would like if he was in the Champions League, if he was playing in the Prem, if he was playing in an FA Cup game, like
mm,
always the highest fucking like performance rating on the field, isn't it?
yeah,
By far, at least for his team.
yeah. I hear it. I hear it, bro. Um, but guys, listen, we're gonna wrap it up in a bit anyway. Obviously, the game's coming to an end. Obviously, United 2-2 at the moment. Let's see if we can try and get a last minute winner. But obviously, our Chelsea all-time 11. So again, we went with the 4-3-3, and we went with Petr Cech in goal, Reece James at right back, Ashley Cole at left back. I don't think there was any argument there. Again, we was thinking about doing a three at the back, but I think the four at the back's fine. Obviously, Desai and Ricardo Carvalho. I think many would have thought John Terry would have got in there, but as we mentioned earlier, I think John Terry's one. And again, there's nothing taken away from John Terry because John Terry was actually a very good defender. But I think a lot of what John Terry is due to media bias, in my opinion, because can we actually say that he was better than Ricardo Carvalho? I mean, I don't think we can actually say that. But Desai gets in there because he's Marcel Desai, And again, when Desai came to Chelsea, he was a top defender. Again, not in his prime, but he was still a top defender. The midfield, again, is difficult, but Makaleli again gets in there for me. I don't think there's any question that Makaleli doesn't get in there. But then I think Fabregas for the quality of player, for what he done for Chelsea, in terms of like them winning the Premier League, he was instrumental in that. And then Michael Essien, and again, I was trying to make a case for Kante, for even for Moises Caicedo. I know many might think that Lampard should be in there, but again, Lampard for me was the beneficiary of Essien and Makaleli. And again, Lampard was good for Chelsea, but was he more valuable than Essien? I think people would say the numbers might suggest that, but again, it depends how you kind of look at football. And then obviously the front three. I mean, the front three pick itself, I don't think there was any trouble with the front three. Hazard for me is not only one of Chelsea's best ever players, but for me, he's one of the best players to play in the Premier League. Iron Robben's the same. I mean, when I look at left-footed right wingers now, Yamal, Elise, Mason Greenwood, that's the level, and Robben really wasn't talked about in that way as to a lot of these players now. And that's probably because the level was so high. There were so many players to choose from. You know what I mean? That's why Robben was kind of overlooked. But I don't see anyone close to Iron Robben. Iron Robben was an absolute joke. At him and Ribery, formed part of robbery at Bayern Munich. They were a problem. You know what I mean? So there's no danger of them guys getting in there. And obviously, striker Didier Drogba. Drogba was an absolute menace, man. And again, along with Thierry Henry, I've never those were the two strikers that I fed the most when Man United played any team in the Premier League, because those two could decide a game. Bergkamp could as well, but Bergkamp in a different way. But because obviously Bergkamp was more of a 10. But in terms of Henry and Drogba, yeah, those two were an absolute problem, man. And as I said, man, like that team there, the 4-3-3, is a strong team. And that's our Chelsea all-time 11. You know, I think Diego Costa deserves a mention. But again, when it comes to central strikers, you can't argue with Didier Drogba. And I say the front three was an easy pick. So Reece James, all-time 11. How's that work? Easy. You just put him in there. That's what we chose. You know what I mean? What are you talking about, Clock Enders? It's easy, man. As I said, we had gone.
You just Clock Enders one at right back then.
Yeah, Clock Enders. Who do you want at right back? Bruno carrying you again. Again, how's he carrying us? You know, I know Clock Enders is trying to troll us here, but again, if you understand what a carry is, that's not what Bruno done. He scored a penalty and then was on the corner. And this is what I said. This is what I was saying, yeah, the other day, yeah. Bruno Fernandes gets away with poor performances because he's on every set piece. You take him off the set pieces, it's another poor game. But then yet people will start telling you, oh, Bruno got a goal. You know, Bruno got an assist, they might call it. But they won't tell you the real truth. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. But you'll always get the real truth on here. He wants Azpilicueta. I hear it, but Azpilicueta played more of his career for Chelsea as a left back, and Ashley Cole's there. So no Azpilicueta, unfortunately. You know, but yeah, listen, we're happy with that team. If you don't like it, it's up to you, innit? Couldn't give a damn. You know what I mean? But no, on a real one though. Yeah, on a real one, I'll say it's a tough team. You know, it's a tough team, and what would be good would be to pit obviously all the all-time 11s against each other. You know, that would be interesting because I honestly couldn't tell you. You know what team? I think I'm looking at Liverpool's team. I'd probably say out of all the teams we've done, yeah, I'd honestly say Liverpool's team is probably the weakest at the moment in terms of what we've done, because we've done United, we've done Arsenal, we've done Liverpool, we've done City, and now Chelsea. And I'd probably say Liverpool's team's the weakest as a whole. But again, that's nothing against them, but it's a high level here. You know, I'd say in order, you're looking at 5th place Liverpool, 4th place between Arsenal and Chelsea, I would say.
I'll probably go Arsenal.
Arsenal 4th, yeah. Yeah, I'll say 5th place Liverpool, 4th place Arsenal, 3rd place I would say Chelsea, and then 2nd and 1st between United and City at the moment.
I still think United just about edge it, but I do think we need to revise that United. If we go back 3 at United, yeah, keep everything the same, just swap out Raphael, put him centre back and switch him for Varane, and then put Evra, either put Evra as a defensive midfielder for Casemiro, or put him up top with Van Persie and make it Zlatan. Bro,
put it this way, whatever we do, yeah, we can strengthen. I can't say that for the other teams, if I'm honest.
Yeah, like we've literally done everything we can do to strengthen the others. Yeah, formation wise, we've done what we can do to get as many of their best players in for the others. Like Liverpool was the first one we went 3 at the back just to accommodate extra strikers and that for them, innit? And they're still bottom.
That was painful, I ain't gonna lie, man. That was painful.
But yeah, I feel like the United one should be revised, and it should be a back 3 with Varane at the back, and then we can either go Casemiro or go an extra striker in it. But
bro, I'll be honest with you. I think the actual team we have, man, I think is a strong team anyway. If I'm honest.
No, it is. But for me, I just feel like
it could be stronger.
Yeah, because we've gone 3 at the back with other teams. Now I just feel like if we did that to accommodate either Casemiro or an extra striker, that puts us head and shoulders clear at the top.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because it's literally Raphael that's the weak link in our team. You know what I mean? That's the only real weak link. Like that's the only position we weren't really Like we didn't have any depth really in it, or
I hear
a
it, yeah.
standout. Like Evra was a standout in it. You didn't need many more left backs there, but
Mm.
right back there was no standout, and it was like, fuck, it's Neville or Raphael, lads. Like, what are we doing? But
I hear it. Or maybe a John O'Shea or something. You know what I mean?
yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Like for me, I'm like I prefer to lose Evra for for Varane, and then
Mm.
that extra player up top. That puts us clear of anything because Varane being in the team already strengthens the defense up as well.
Mm. I hear it.
So, well, yeah, like I say, what's next? Tottenham.
So yeah, guys, we're in our last one. I know Clock Enders is saying Everton next. We're not doing Everton. Good try though. But now we're gonna do Tottenham as our last one before we move on to La Liga. And I know obviously a few of you, I put a post out yesterday. A lot of you want me to do Barcelona, which don't worry, we will get onto them. And you know what it is? That Barcelona one, I'm gonna look forward to it, but it's gonna be a problem
To be
because
fair, you see with
I
Barca,
tell you now, I don't know who to choose. Put it that way.
bro, you see with Barca and maybe even Real, they might need like fucking
Two
three
teams.
different. Like this one is like
Yeah,
in eras. See if we go from like 95 to 2002, and then you've got a next one from 2002 to
yeah,
5, and then the
yeah,
next one from like 6 to 9, and then the next one from like 10 to something else, because the amount of options that they've had in those like 5 6 year spans, it's crazy. Like
yeah. It's
you,
it's gonna. But the
it's
thing is,
like
I think Real Madrid can be the same thing in it as well.
yeah, but that's what, because it's like almost like, even though Barca's not been like on a Galacticos thing, it's been a
Yeah,
Galacticos thing, and it, let's be clear, like they
yeah.
don't sign shit players. So it's one of them. Like I feel like we might actually
I
have
think definitely, yeah, definitely. I think what we'll do for when it comes around, yeah, we'll have to sort out the error. But I
Mm.
definitely do think, yeah, Barca's one, and even Madrid's as well. There is going to be, yeah, three different errors because the amount of quality that team have had come to their team, yeah, to come to that club, should I say, it's honestly one of them things, yeah. Leaving out players is not going to be good.
Yeah.
It's not going to be good. So
And
yeah, man, we
that's
have
the
to
thing. Like
definitely.
if
Mm,
you used to do like, for example, a Real Madrid all time, like a
yeah.
full, like no fucking limits on it, bro.
Mm,
Just looking at left back, that is an awful position to be in. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
yeah,
we need these eras to separate, because
yeah,
there's
100%.
absolutely no way I'm leaving out either of Marcelo or Carlos, bro. Like
Bro,
it
listen,
can't.
just thinking about it's hurting my head. I ain't gonna lie, man. Because,
You get me?
bro, when you got too much quality, man, you're gonna be leaving out a bad boy, but it's not right. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. And to be fair,
yeah,
I do like having the idea of like, can I say, for example, when we circle back and it's like, right, so we've got two areas of Barca, two areas of Real, two areas of like Arsenal, Chelsea, United. Unfortunately, Liverpool are just gonna have to stick with what they've got in it, because they
yeah,
didn't
forget
have the
them.
depth.
They're not serious, man.
But like, even City, to be fair, because before the takeover, like they didn't have any players in their prime. But if we're taking players and imagining them in their prime, they had a bag of players. Like they had George Weah and that, bro. Like
Bro,
they had some.
man like Sean Goater and Paul Dickoff and that. You know what I mean? That's
Yo, trust me, but yo, sprinkled in there though, you'll find like Peter Schmeichel, Andy Cole, George Weah. It's
mm.
crazy. As they had some,
Georgie King Cladze and Ilano and that.
yeah, bro. Like, yo, they've had some mad names, so like they can actually get a second team as well, and it's like there. It would be good to be able to be like, right, okay, which United team would win out of the two Uniteds, and then
Mm,
try and go from there. And it, cause for me,
yeah,
I feel like before we even get round to the second, like the earlier one, either
mm,
United all time 11 beats pretty much everything else in the league. Well,
mm.
in our league anyway. Like might be a conversation when it comes down to some of them Italian teams and then Spanish teams, but
Yeah.
I feel
No,
like in
listen,
England,
that will
nothing
definitely be
comes.
something that we've got to look at. 100%. We'll have to look at that, innit? Flockend is saying should allow 4 on the bench when you do Madrid and Barca. Yeah, I think that this is why we're going to do different errors to kind of split that up, because I think it's only right we do that. Because I think if we just say all time, I mean, there's certain players that they don't deserve to be left out, because
Yeah.
it's just unjust, you know what I mean? So we'll definitely do different errors in it. But guys, listen, we're gonna wrap it up anyway. But big up to yourselves for coming through each and every time. Obviously, Man United watching on Man United 2-2. And I think third place. I mean, we got 1 foot on third place anyway, but that would have secured it tonight. But again, I remember I said a draw would happen, because I think, yeah, I can just see a draw happening. You know, Bournemouth are decent at home, and again, Carrick. You know, to be fair, you know, he's only lost 1 game. I know people are going to start saying United are playing shit or whatever, but fans are going to complain. But we've been dealing with Ruben Amorim for how long? So I'm not really going to entertain that, really. But yeah, listen, our Chelsea all-time 11. Again, they will be going up in chapters, probably later tonight or even tomorrow. So yeah, make sure you guys give that a check. And again, we're going to do Tottenham next week. And then obviously we're going to move on to La Liga, and go through Barca, Madrid, and even Atletico as well. And you know what it is, yeah? There's a striker that played for Atletico that I totally forgot about. Yeah. And again, I'm not going to mention his name, but when we come round to doing their teams, then yeah, we'll discuss him, because this guy was one of the best. This guy was the best striker in the world, and I actually forgot about him. You know, and I know Fitz knows who it is, but we'll discuss that another time, because yeah, it's criminal for me, really, man. But what a striker he was. But anyway, listen, guys, I'm gonna be back tomorrow at 12:30. So I'm actually gonna do what am I gonna do tomorrow? I'm gonna do a what am I gonna do? I forgot now. What else I was gonna do? There's something that was on my mind I was gonna do, you know. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a world class. I'm gonna do a tier list tomorrow. So 20, was it 21? The 21 one, yeah. I might even do that tomorrow. So yeah, if you guys are free tomorrow, jump if you want to jump on the stream with me, or if you want to obviously jump in the chat or whatever. So I'm gonna do a 2020, I think it's post 2021 tier list. Obviously, the last tier list we done, which was good. So yeah, we're gonna carry on and get the real bad boys of the game and see where they rank. So yeah, make sure you guys come through tomorrow. Should be live at 12:30 tomorrow. And then guys, we're going to do a live watch along on Sunday for the Carabao Cup. So as I said, if there's any Arsenal fans and you want to jump on and you got, you know, you're not scared, then let me know, and then we can do this watch along for the Carabao Cup, because it's going to be a massive game. And as I said, I think whatever team wins, you're more or less saying that's the league title. I mean, if Arsenal win, I would say, yeah, I think Arsenal got this league title, because the confidence they'll take into that, I think it's only fair. But on the other hand, if City win, I can see City coming back into this title race, because they got no Champions League to focus on. They've only got the league, really, if we're being serious. So, and they've got a game in hand, and they've got to play Arsenal. So, yeah, let's see what happens. But Fitz, bro, big up for coming on, man, each and every time.
Yeah, man, thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. But yeah, I said if you're free tomorrow, or if not, man, or on Sunday, let me know, bro. And if you want to jump on for the watch along, you know, because these Arsenal fans, listen, I'm looking forward to this game, man. Because I'm telling you now, you see Man City, I've got a feeling Man City they're gonna beat them well, you know. I'm saying 2-0. I'm saying 2-0.
To be fair, I think they're gonna come and give him the best game that they've had all season.
Yeah.
I feel like City's definitely going to turn up better than they've turned up in any other game so far.
Yeah,
Now they're going to they're going to come with a point to prove after what's happened in Champions League. They've got to turn up.
yeah, I
So,
agree. agree.
But yeah, yo, I'm here for both, to be fair, bro. So yeah, man. Okay,
All right, man. Cool. No worries. We'll hook it up. But I'm definitely gonna come live tomorrow. I've got to sort out what time. But yeah, guys, make sure you come through tomorrow, man, and we'll discuss it. And then obviously Sunday as well. But if anything, have a good rest of your weekend. If I don't speak to you guys, and yeah, let's see, man. See what happens Sunday. But massive game, man. But other than that, guys, big up to yourselves. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you sub to the channel. Make sure you share the channel. And guys, make sure you go and follow Fitz's socials as well, which is in the description. And as I said, catch you guys either tomorrow or Sunday. Take it easy. Bro, take it easy, yeah?
Yeah, man. Bless, bro.
Later.